How's it going, movie fans? My name is Jonathan, and I am a man of movies, and there is really no other professional way I can go about this. We're just here to chill with you guys, have some fun, and I got some special guests for you. Let's see, who we starting with? What's up, Dan?
Hey, everyone.
It's my co-host from the Loki live stream, guys. Dan from the Upside Dan.
Hey.
Take a sip to Dan, everyone. Yeah. After that, we got Jace. What's up, man?
Yo, you guys ready to talk episode 7 of Loki?
Yeah.
Oh, it was crazy.
I got so many theories.
Take a sip for Jace, everyone.
Oh, what? I'm not gonna be doing. I got sips, but I'm gonna be doing mostly shots more than anything else. I'm gonna be honest.
Jace, oh, he's gonna be right, guys.
We're chilling. Welcome everybody. Glad to have you here.
Yeah. But guys, we got to bring in the head honcho. You know what I'm talking about. What's up, Shawn?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Oh, we're just chilling, man. Ready to chill some more, all laid back and everything. We are waiting for Anthony from Dreamland Theater, just having some technical issues, but he'll be on. He'll be on, guys.
Nah, he's just doing one of those fashionably late things. He's like, it wouldn't be right if I was there on time.
I think so. Guys, we do got some people here. A lot of comments. Eric, what's up?
Hey.
Can't wait to come with you guys. Eric, it wouldn't be any sort of Cinema Squad event without you, my friends. Honestly. Let's see. And then he goes, oh my God, are we going to see Anthony live? Yes, but that's the main event. Okay. He turns out to be the most handsome man you've ever seen.
He really is.
He also loves the Grand Theft Auto style thumbnail that we did.
Hell yeah.
Yes, thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
It's
that
awesome.
was all Anthony too. Anthony is amazing with thumbnails, and I told him to make one for this. I know.
Shout out.
Okay, bye. See you later. But he's so good at it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We got Drew from The View with Drew coming from. I think he's coming from Lost in the Reel, right?
Hopefully, possibly.
I was on Jordan's stream yesterday, so maybe he saw me commenting and being a little weird over there. But he does ask us this: who would win in a fight, Jason Bourne or Indiana Jones? And I gotta say, on my end, I love Indiana Jones, but I think Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
That's all I had to hear. And yep, 100%.
Now, Indiana Jones, my guy. I like Indiana Jones better. I like his films better too. But it's Jason Bourne all the way.
Yes.
Now the real question is, would it be Jason Bourne or Jason Statham of any kind, no matter who he's playing?
Well, you know what? I think I have someone here that might want to add his 2 cents to this. And I mean, I don't know a guy as cool as who I'm about to bring to you guys. And some of you guys might not even know how he looks like. It is Anthony, guys, from Fever.
Hey, Anthony.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
We're chilling.
Anthony, it's great to have you here, man.
It really is.
Great to be here.
People were ready to see your face, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna see Anthony live."
Okay, well, here I am.
Are you ready for this? I mean, this is breaking the facade, the mystery that is you, right? Anyone who's a fan of Dreamland Theater, here's the man behind the mask.
Yo, Anthony's so like, wah, wah, wah. Anthony, come on, bro. It's Dreamland Theater.
Yes.
Yo, Anthony, can you read the question?
Who would win in a fight, Jason Bourne or Indiana Jones? I'm so glad I know how to read. I'm gonna say, God, I almost hate to say it, but I almost feel like Jason Bourne. But I prefer Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
You're on the same page with all of us, buddy.
It's sort of like an honest answer,
Yep.
It just has to do with the characteristics here. Nothing about the personality of the character or the films. Just he knows how to fight a lot better than Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Well, that's what made Indiana Jones fun, was that he had trouble in fights, and it made it more realistic and funny to me. You know, I actually, you know what's funny? I actually just watched Indiana Jones and the Temple of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom last night for the first time with my son, who's 9, and he loved it. He had to cover his eyes to a couple scenes, the heart ripping scene, of course, and but he got through it. He loved it, and so he wants to go through the rest of the movies.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, kind of cool.
Does he like the first one, or was that his first one?
This was his first one. Yeah, we started with the Temple of Doom.
Okay,
that's what the more, I don't know. I feel like despite it's weird because it's more accessible in a way. I feel like it's more fun for kids, despite the fact that there are some, very clearly R-rated things in there.
Yeah.
But
it's my personal favorite in Indiana.
Oh
Jones.
yeah. I think it might be mine too.
Mm-hmm. But I really like it. I really like Temple of Doom, but not for me. It's not my number one. It's not.
What is your number one?
I mean, I'm going to be super predictable here. It's between the first and the third, one of the two. I'll have to rewatch, but definitely not the fourth. I think the fourth is one of the worst movies I've seen.
Yeah. If anyone picks number 4, I'm coming for you.
Well, Jace's reaction. Did you see him?
I mean, you guys don't love you some Shia LaBeouf?
No.
I'm just joking. It was absolutely terrible. I can't stand that movie.
Eric says Indy, though.
Well, that's Eric, though. Eric was taking
I'm more shocked about the actual pick than it being Eric picking it, because it's Eric. Whatever that means, right?
Yeah.
Drew says, which movie do you like more, Logan or Spider-Man Homecoming? Pick it up. Someone pick it up.
Logan.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to go. See, it's tough because I'm one of those where I do enjoy like the spectacle, that comes along with seeing bigger movies, like a Spider-Man movie, right, with all that action and everything. But oh my God, was Logan so well executed? Mm-hmm. The pacing was phenomenal. I know there's little tiny rumors going around that Hugh Jackman might be rearing his head back around for the MCU. I'm not sure how much I buy it, but regardless of if he does or he doesn't, that was such a perfect final outing or potential final outing. I don't know. I mean, that was beautifully done. That was so well done. Him and Patrick Stewart both just absolutely killed it in that movie. So yeah, I'd probably say Logan.
Logan for Dan. Anthony, what do you think?
Logan all the way. That's actually an easy one for me.
Yeah,
and I like Spider-Man Homecoming as well, but Logan hands down.
Yeah, I would try and compare Spider-Man Homecoming to other Spider-Man films or even other MCU films. But when it comes to Logan, I think Logan is one of the best superhero movies ever made.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's so much more than a superhero film. I don't even really see it like a superhero film, other than the sci-fi aspects of he has metal claws. Other than that, it's really not. I love that. Me too. And some weird dude is in the chat saying, hey, man, I got to block this guy. You better not ask me about cheese.
That's the first time the cork's been popped in this thing.
Well, hey, Jace, what is that, though?
Some Knob Creek.
Some whiskey.
Some bourbon whiskey.
Oh.
I want to try Ryan Reynolds bourbon.
Anthony, are you drinking?
I have a little wine. Yeah.
Oh, you and Shawn.
Shawn, what you got?
I gotta loosen up.
Exactly.
Take me on a date first.
What's Shawn sipping?
White wine.
Oh,
nice.
Drew says that Homecoming is a good movie, but I don't love it. Okay, I don't think that's a hot take. I've heard many people that say that. I think Joe would be one of those people. Joe's one of those people that doesn't really enjoy like Tom Holland's Spider-Man at all. I'd say I love it, but that doesn't mean it's in my top 10 or anything, but I do love it.
Yeah. That's probably exactly how I'd say it. It's definitely I had such a good time with that movie. The only thing I didn't like is I'm really, really fed up with Marvel doing that whole look at this, just to pull the rug out from under you and be like, nah, that's not what it was. How like Mysterio is like, I'm from Earth this and you're Earth 616. I was like, yes. And then it's like, no, that was a fake story. Can you believe that they believed that? And I was like, wow, that was a real kick to the nuts for a viewer here.
Yeah, but I think Shawn likes that because Shawn is not really into like the crazy aspects of Marvel when it comes to like alternate timelines and stuff. Shawn, I know you like it just straight and narrow, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Like, I like the different timelines and stuff. I just, when you guys start talking about Loki and like how nuanced and how it like insane, there's all these different plot points and things going on. Like, it's a little overwhelming for somebody who's not, you know, like tuned in to all of that. So, yeah.
You know what though, Shawn? I'm like I like to consider myself somewhat tuned in, and it's a little bit much for me. So so I hear you. I like a lot of Loki. I need to go back. I need to go back and rewatch to catch it all. For example, so I hear you on that one.
It's a lot to process. With somebody else.
No, it's not just you.
It's not to argue whether like it is easy or not to follow. It gets convoluted real quick, and it's not even so much apologies because it wasn't even the multiverse so much that I was trying to focus on. It's really just the whole like, so there's that. They did that with the Mandarin in Iron Man 3. They did that with like the Ralph Boner thing in WandaVision. So It's more so that concept, right? That's the part that it's like, would you stop doing that? Would you stop saying this is something just to go, no, it isn't.
Yeah, the red herrings. We don't need them, Marvel.
Yes, thank you. That's the term I was looking for, Shawn. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Loki is a good example of them not doing that. We were saying Kang for the longest, and it ended up being Kang.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's another.
Yeah. I'm glad it was Kang though, because I feel like we need a fresh villain. I don't know. We've seen so many villains like repeated. Well, Loki himself has been like in so many Marvel movies now, so I'm just happy to see a fresh villain in Kang. I was super glad when he showed up, as opposed to it just being an alternate version of Loki. That's where I thought it was going. Alternate version of Loki. They went a different direction, so I was happy for that.
And Jonathan Majors too, I think, is a fantastic actor. So to pick him, and he's like up and coming too, so I think that was a really good choice.
Shawn, correct me if I'm wrong, but I really don't remember. It's been over a year. Was Jonathan Majors in The Five Bloods?
That I would not be able to answer that question. You know what's so sad is I forget about The Five Bloods, and I love Spike Lee, but that movie didn't do it for me, and so now I'm like a year later I'm like, oh, sorry. So I remember who is in that movie.
What's his name? That I did agree should have been in contention for best actor.
Yes. I mean, he was so good. Delroy Lindo.
Yes,
Delroy Lindo. He was fantastic in that movie.
I feel like he should have been nominated over Steven Yeun.
That's a hard one, but I would agree. Just because Steven Yeun's performance is so it's such a restrained performance in Minari, but and Delroy Lindo's performance is the opposite. Yeah.
I just thought that the main character of Minari was the little boy and not Steven Yeun.
I would agree. Still love that movie though.
Eric says it's Logan.
Yep.
And I think Drew says too. It's by far the better movie. Homecoming for me doesn't touch it. Yeah, I agree. I love Homecoming. Like I said, I would agree with you, Drew, that Logan is so much better that Homecoming doesn't touch it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Is it because they're both 2017 superhero movies films that you're comparing them? Just curious, because other than that, they're so different. Well, you know what? Mm-hmm. Thanks for that, Eric. I think that's exactly it. I think it's because there's 2017 superhero films. Because I was about to say, like, oh, they're so different. I wouldn't even compare them. My wife is here, guys.
Francis!
Hey!
Jace was telling me, oh, is she going to make a cameo? And I'm like, if she wants COVID. So you guys know, just so you know, I am currently in quarantine because I tested positive. So can't even see my wife. It's okay. And my brother's here, everyone.
Angel.
That's so cool. I never noticed that he had the Iron Man art.
That's pretty
there.
cool. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. Well, I thought about doing a ranking of them for my channel. Just letting you know.
Oh.
But what, like the 2017 superhero films? Is that what we're talking about, or just those two movies?
Nah, I bet the 2017 there was a decent amount. In
Yeah,
That's
2017.
probably what he means. Yeah.
That would be a really interesting ranking, actually. Like, not just choosing MCU movies, but any superhero films from 2017. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ragnarok was there too. Oh well, here talking about that. Here's Eric.
Oh,
I'd put Guardians 2 and Ragnarok above Homecoming. Wow, bro. I don't.
Ragnarok for sure.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. Yo, Anthony.
I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking that's a tough one. Guardians, Ragnarok is great. Ragnarok really is, really was great.
Ragnarok.
You know what? Guardians 2?
I like that, but yeah, nah.
Yeah, no, Ragnarok I would absolutely put above Homecoming. Guardians 2, I still enjoyed Guardians 2. I didn't dislike it, right? But it just does not hold a candle to the first one, and not like it needs to be a direct comparison right away, but you kind of want to stick with that same rhythm, if not increase it. And it was still like great that James Gunn came back to do it. Like, I think that, still had the same vibe. It's not like it felt different. But it just, it wasn't the same. So I'm sorry, Eric. I don't know if I'd agree with that. I'd probably say out of the three, it'd be Ragnarok, Homecoming, Guardians 2.
100%, Jace.
So Drew says that he agrees with that. With Guardians 2 and Thor 3 were much better. Thor 3, bro, without a doubt, but not Guardians 2.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues with that movie, especially that final act. I don't think works very well. I mean, of course, it was still enjoyable. So, no hate, all love. But I definitely would put Homecoming above Guardians 2.
We got Florentina Facanti reviews in the chat, everyone. What's up?
Hello, Florentina.
I'm just popping on until I pass out because it's gone 1 a.m. here.
Oh, thank you for coming.
We appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank
very
you.
cool.
Who's this guy?
God, Dan.
You have to take him out.
It's all over YouTube.
Guys, Mark Burns, dude, I don't know who he is, but thank you for being on the stream. He does want us to discuss a little bit of Dune. I do have a review, a reaction to the trailer, and I will say it looks great. The special effects look amazing, the cinematography looks good, and even behind the scenes with Denis Villeneuve. Come on, man, it looks great.
Yeah.
What do you think, guys?
It looks amazing. Like, the visuals are so good, and I love the cast.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for it too. Like, the cast looks strong. Oscar Isaac is in it, right? And so it looks like a super strong cast, cinematography, everything looks great in the trailer. So I'm excited for it. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that during our most anticipated collab, we talked about Dune, and we really needed some more promotional material to get us excited. I think this trailer did that, and I am beyond right now. I don't know why they changed the release date from October 1st to October 22nd now. So that's a little bit of a weird last minute choice. But I once again will reiterate, we want to see a part 2. This is literally just part 1 of Dune. So people go see this in theaters. We want to see a part 2. We want this film to succeed.
And it was a fight. It was a fight, right, to get it even into theaters.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
Come on now. You know?
Well, it looks like one that you'd want to see in theaters, right? There are movies that you could just tell, doesn't matter how much you know about the story or who's in it or not, you can just tell right away. It's like, well, I could watch this at home and it would be the same experience. I wouldn't be missing out on anything. That movie looks like there's an epic skill to it that to see it on that type of big screen with that surround sound system you would get from a theater, it just seems like it'd be necessary for a type of movie like that to really raise it up to the level that it looks like it's going to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just find it so stupid that it's even going to be on HBO Max. Weren't they fighting to get it off of HBO Max and fully?
They were.
Everybody that is got a movie releasing on HBO Max was fighting to not have it released on HBO Max. That upset a lot of people.
Bro, it's gonna be so stupid. I'm sorry, but if you guys choose to watch this on HBO Max over the theaters, if you can watch it in theaters,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah, completely agree.
Guys,
John's like, what are you doing with your life?
Andy from Forgotten World of Movies. Hey guys, how are you doing today? We're doing fine. We're just here chilling. No, we have no course here. No predestined course. We're just chilling. Hopefully, I can get down more of these, and Jace can finish that bottle of whiskey.
We're going for shot numero dos.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's definitely pace Jace over here. Okay.
Yeah. Drew, who
That
do you
worked.
think is a better actor, Mark Wahlberg or James Franco? All right, that is a great question. I like this question a lot.
I love this question.
Oh my gosh! All right, no, I'm sorry. I got to jump out and just James Franco, 100%. I'm sorry. I love Mark Wahlberg. I really do. But I don't think there has been many movies. I'm not going to say any, but there have not been many movies where I believe Mark Wahlberg is another person, right? Like he's just kind of Mark Wahlberg with a different haircut, and he's either more tough or less tough, or more funny or less funny. And I love him, but that's all that he really usually is. James Franco is actually got some acting chops. The Disaster Artist. I mean, if you see him compared to the real Tommy Wiseau, is that how you say his last name?
Tommy Wiseau.
It's good. It's scary good. And that's not the only example. It's just the first one that came to my mind. But anyway, James Franco, for sure.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Yes.
Jace, do a James Franco impression or a Mark Wahlberg or both.
Oh gosh, I don't.
Together.
I don't. Hold on, I'd have to think a little bit about that one. I'm not even sure what to say as them.
How about a Tommy Wiseau impression?
Do the
Oh, hi, Mark.
Let me take 5 more shots and I'll do Tommy Wiseau.
I'm gonna remember.
Yes, we're coming back to that.
do the whole Wahlberg monologue from Ted when he names all the white trash women.
And all seriousness.
Hey, no, I want to go back to James Franco really quickly, people. Okay. James Franco is amazing, and I agree with Jace, Tommy Wiseau. Also, his performance in Spring Breakers, I will fight for this movie to the death. His performance in Spring Breakers is one of the best performances of all time. It is so funny. He knows exactly what he's doing. If you guys have not seen that movie, please go watch it. But I don't know what your guys' thoughts on Spring Breakers are, but
I haven't seen it yet.
Let that answer my question. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
that's messed up, John.
I haven't seen it. I want to see it, but I haven't seen it.
I love
I
that
haven't seen
movie.
it either. No.
I haven't seen it, Sean. I was just playing with you.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen it.
Okay, go into it it's a movie. It's all about excess, and it's all about making fun of the people that are in the movie. It's not trying to glamorize it. It's trying to make fun of it. So if you go into it as a satire, then you'll understand why it's so brilliant.
So guys, we're obviously here to just chill but because we were a little bit late with the beginning, I am a bit behind on comments, 20 minutes behind. So I just want to rush through them and just continue chilling. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I just don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
I feel like Indy could get beat up by Bourne, but then still pull something crazy in the last minute to take Bourne down. If it was, but if it was Indiana Jones 5, then yeah.
In an Indiana Jones movie, within an Indiana Jones universe, yes. Within the Bourne universe, no.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
If that
That
makes
was
sense.
a good way to put it. That was a good way to put it.
So this is for Dan. which Mission Impossible villain do you think is the worst? I think the villains in Ghost Protocol, even though that movie is fantastic. Damn.
I have not seen a lot of the Mission Impossibles.
Oh.
I've only seen the last few. And Henry Cavill's the one I remember and I love. So I don't really know. Like, I can't remember really.
It's all right, Dan. It was for you.
The fact that you don't remember is probably what makes that villain the worst.
Yes.
And we got Sarah here, guys.
Yeah, Sarah.
Indy is way more scrappy. My money is on him.
Oh, okay.
My money is not on him, but I wouldn't be disappointed if he came out on top. I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, right. Like how Eric put it, like he may be able to pull something like Tricky, but I don't really see that happening though. I mean, it's because like look at any clip of Indiana Jones fighting, and it's these like outlandish, like, you know, he's just throwing like anything that'll land a punch, which is fine because again, I love him, but at the same time, it's like that doesn't hold up against someone who is a crisp, clean MMA across the board artist, if you will.
Eric talking to Anthony, hey, that works since Temple of Doom in chronological is the first one. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I was thinking about that too. Yeah, I think it's like 1930 something, and the next movie is 1940 something. So yeah. that works out fine.
Look at you, man. Sarah says Last Crusade all the way, and I'm with you. I'm just between that one and the first one. I'll have to rewatch them, but I am not against Last Crusade.
Yeah, no, that was great.
And she also says the fourth one doesn't exist, which I also
Exactly.
I just hope the fifth one exists. That's all. All this is said and done, I just want this to be a good movie. Have you guys been following the behind the scenes and stuff?
Absolutely,
a little bit? Yeah. So I'm hoping for the best. Fingers crossed. I think everybody is.
I mean, just the fact that they were like, okay, no Shia LaBeouf. You know, like, I feel bad for the guy, to be honest. Like, he's not a bad actor. He's fantastic in what is that movie, John, that came out at the beginning of the year with Vanessa Kirby?
Pieces of a Woman.
Pieces of a Woman. Yeah, I think he was really good in that movie. He's not a bad actor, but God, that was a terrible role.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. I just blame the story. I blame the script. I blame the writers, the whole, like, everything else. But yeah, no, it's not like he's really bad, but I am happy he's not going to be in the next one. I'm so worried about that next one, though. I'm not going to lie. I'm so worried. I feel like they're just going to be like, here's Indiana Jones, the old man who's being chauffeured around by some, I don't know, young apprentice that's never been through what he's been through, but is somehow better than he is at everything.
I already know.
Like, you know what's funny too? In the previous movie, they were already doing the old jokes, and so we were already doing that 10 years ago. So now we're like 10 years later. It's just like there's gonna be some repetition with not this again, the old grizzled guy. But I mean, I'm still hoping for the best with it.
I am too, absolutely.
Sarah's Logan 100% with us. When you push Sean Connery and Indiana Jones, that's gold.
It's true. It's truth, yeah.
4 is the worst by far, but nowhere near one of the worst movies I've seen. I disagree. I think it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Yep.
I don't remember.
I remember laughing hysterically out loud when that alien came. Like, I was done. Like, after all of that, I'm like, I'm still trying to be on board. And then it's like, they literally, like, George Lucas was just like, I'm going to just bitch slap you in the face with
Yep.
I always forget that was George Lucas.
Yeah, it was not Steven Spielberg. That was George Lucas. He always wanted to bring some extraterrestrial thing to Indiana Jones.
I hate it.
Yeah.
It's because I bet you that, I'm sorry, I'm going to squeeze this in real quick. I bet you it's because George Lucas likes the idea of the fan theory that Han Solo, when he's stuck in carbonite, that all that it is like Indiana Jones, all those movies are just dreams that he's having while he's in carbonite. as Han Solo. There's like a whole theory about that, and I'm not saying I believe it. I'm just joking that maybe George Lucas likes the idea of that, and he's like, let's squeeze some aliens in here because it's Han Solo and he knows aliens.
Well, he has a sense of humor. George Lucas has been seen wearing shirts that are like Han shot first or whatever. So he has a sense of humor. He's you know, I love him.
Yeah, of course. No hate. Just like
I hear you. I hear you totally.
Like someone needed to rein you back in for Indiana Jones 4. That's all I'm saying.
Drew says Logan's a fantastic superhero film. Absolutely. I will say Homecoming I like way more than Far From Home. I agree with that. I like Homecoming more than Far From Home. They're very close. It's kind of like Fear Street Part 1 and Part 2.
Yeah, that's a good actually analogy there, John. Yeah.
Drew says Homecoming I like, but it's not my favorite Spider-Man movie personally. Yeah, same.
Absolutely.
Same here.
Yeah.
Same here. It's probably my fourth fave after the first two, Raimi and Spider-Verse. I know Spider-Man 2 is up there for me. I know Spider-Verse is up there for me, but is Spider-Man 1 up there for me? It's a great film.
It's a really good movie, man.
Best response ever.
That was so good, Jace.
Dude, Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man Homecoming are like equal for me.
Yo, cheers to Spider-Man 1, I guess. Either one, whatever.
I'm with you. Kind of. I'm just happy they didn't do another Spider-Man origin story. We just got to jump right into it.
Amen, sister.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I like that we just got to jump right into that, even though I'm not against a Spider-Man origin story, the Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh, right. It didn't. Yeah. It just didn't need it.
Yeah. It didn't need it. Drew. Yeah, I agree. I think Spider-Man 2 is the best Spider-Man movie. Alfred Molina as Doc Ock is perfection. Okay. Not a hot take because Alfred Molina as Doc Ock was great, but I rewatched these movies less than a year ago, and I gotta say, I have a lot of built-up nostalgia for Alfred Molina's Doc Ock that I was a bit let down when I saw it less than a year ago going, oh, wow. I remember thinking this was a lot better with my childhood eyes.
Yeah, I still think they hold up. The first two, I still love them.
And Willem Dafoe, too. Willem Dafoe is freaking fantastic as the Green Goblin. I feel like people forget how good he is.
I like him more, John.
No, yeah, because they focus too much on like the Power Ranger looking suit, which, by the way, I'm not even that big of a hater on. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying it was the coolest thing ever, since I just didn't dislike it. I thought it looked cool.
Yeah.
But his performance, first, it's Willem Dafoe. But yeah, man, he does such a good job. I absolutely love that. The final scene in the first Spider-Man movie before Green Goblin's demise, that I think that's like kind of a really cool, just epic for that time, especially for a superhero movie. They did such a good job of like setting the bar of what's to come afterwards and what we have now. And yeah, it shouldn't be overlooked at all. I'm surprised. Wait, so John, I just got it. You're saying you don't like him as Doc Ock quite as much after watching it?
No, why do you hate him? That's what we're trying to get at.
Sorry. Listen, guys. Alfred Molina as Doc Ock is a great villain, and I think it was a great performance overall. I do remember growing up, though, it was so hyped up, and I have so much nostalgia built up for that character, thinking he was the very best live-action Spider-Man villain we've got, that when I did see it less than a year ago, I thought, yeah, that was good. But it's not as good as I thought it was. And I would say that my favorite villain in Raimi's universe is still Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin.
Yeah.
What about it? I don't mean to drag it out, but what about it made you not like it as much?
Oh.
I thought it was a little I thought it was boring, Jace. I know that's kind of a cop-out answer, but I thought his arc was a bit boring.
But isn't it because like he's not really I mean, and you could say this about a lot of villains, especially
Sandman.
lately, but like he's not really like a villain.
He is a villain, but not like Sandman. Like Sandman, I don't consider him a villain.
No, yeah, that character that wasn't well done.
Okay.
He's giving up. Okay.
Oh, I'm not trying to make the whole stream about that, for crying out loud.
I love seeing the mentor relationship with Peter and Tony. That's my favorite part of Homecoming.
Yeah.
That's okay with me. That's okay with me.
What does that mean, John?
It means that my favorite superhero, Spider-Man, kind of feels like Iron Man Jr., and I don't like it.
I
John,
understand that feeling. I get that feeling. It doesn't bother me as much, but I get that feeling. Yeah, I understand.
Just like Anthony, it doesn't bother me that much. It really doesn't. I really do love it, but it bothered me a bit.
At least he didn't he got offered by Iron Man, hey, come be a part of the Avengers. And at least they kept it to where it's no, I'm not gonna. And all I mean by that is that it does separate him in the very slightest. It obviously doesn't help because then his next solo outing, it's nothing about more than him just kind of being reminded about Tony Stark and how he was kind of the protege, so to speak. I guess it's just because I think they pulled it off well, but yeah, I mean, I could respect why is it because you just want it to be its own thing?
I'll say one thing. Yeah, the mentor relationship made those movies very different than the Sam Raimi movies because there was none of that. They didn't even have access to the rest of the Marvel characters, back in the day with the Sony movies. So that was one good thing that came out of that, I'd say. Plus, it was Robert Downey Jr., and you can't go wrong with him.
Jace, to answer your question, the only thing about that mentorship that I like is more on Tony's part, because you can see Tony's development from the first Iron Man all the way up to Homecoming. But knowing Spider-Man, knowing what his arc is all about, I just wanted it to be a little bit more self-centered on Spider-Man. He's all about. That's why I love Raimi's films so much, and why Tobey Maguire is still my favorite overall Peter Parker, because they focus so much more on who Spider-Man is, the conflicts that Peter Parker has as Spider-Man, as Peter Parker, and they really dig into that to a point that I so very much enjoy compared to Holland, who I still do love.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Sarah says, it's really too much for everyone when you have to read articles, watch TikToks and YouTube explainers. It's a little much.
What is this in context to?
Thank you. I don't.
Sarah, what are we talking about here?
Let us know.
My only guess is if we're backtracking in the conversation, maybe this is back to the multiverse when Shawn was saying it's a little too much for an average viewer type thing. I'm taking a guess.
Yes, that's what she's talking about, and that shows us how far behind we are.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My gosh, John, go ahead, zoom through these, man, please.
My wife says it's all tequila.
Read faster.
Jonathan's drink. I made it by hand. My hand slipped.
Jonathan, you have your own. Oh,
bartender. I do.
Way to go, Francis.
Drew says that Peter and Tony's relationship is great. I am a bit mixed, but I won't disagree with you. Question for everyone: who is your favorite superhero casting choice? Lightning round. Dan.
Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool.
Ooh. Shawn.
Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool. No, definitely Hugh Jackman for Logan. 100%.
I'm gonna go with Hugh Jackman as well for Wolverine.
I'm going Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr.
They're kind of tied for me, but I would put Hugh Jackman there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go with a different answer then, since you guys took mine. My first answer is gonna be Ryan. My first answer is gonna be Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool for sure.
You can't pick that anymore.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Henry Cavill as Superman.
Oh, absolutely! Such a good. Yes.
No, John, get out of here.
John.
John.
Jace, I actually agree with you.
Oh, thank goodness.
Henry Cavill's so good.
Yeah, dude, I feel like he hasn't gotten a fair chance, and it's nothing against him. It's right. This goes right back to the script, the direction, all that type of stuff. Man, he is such a spot on exactly what I would have pictured Superman to be. So Christopher Reeve was the Superman of that time. I feel like he is the Christopher Reeve of this era if given the right opportunity to do stuff. He just has that potential. So, right, not to take over that. I just mean of our era, of our generation. And yeah, since we already mentioned the other ones, I want to throw that one in there.
Eric says, Shawn, you're caught up on Loki? Shawn? No.
No, sorry.
Sarah says, yes, he was, but I don't know if that is concerning Shawn being caught up on Loki. Eric also agrees with me on RDJ as Iron Man. That's coming from someone whose favorite superhero is Batman and favorite movie is The Dark Knight. But RDJ as Tony Stark is the absolute best. And I agree with you, Eric. Absolutely. Nocturnal Critic, Cinema. What's up, bro?
Nocturnal Critic, I have some words for you.
Oh.
He loved Old. He loved it.
Oh my God. I haven't seen it yet.
I still haven't seen it.
I need all y'all to go see Old so we can talk about Old because I think
Robert Downey Jr.
But I read your review. I don't want to see it now.
no, I need you to see it so we can talk shit on it.
Drew agrees about Iron Man, but his number one is Hugh Jackman, so he's with you, Shawn.
Yes. Drew and Anthony.
Wait, I'm
sorry. Sarah goes, wow.
I'm sorry, this is for second favorite?
No. He said his second favorite was Robert Downey Jr. and his first was Hugh Jackman.
I thought he was asking us. Okay.
No, I was laughing at that next comment there. That was great.
What was the next comment?
Guardians 2. That was a movie.
It was quite literally a film.
It was a movie. I agree.
Yeah,
it was a movie.
It was definitely a movie.
It's a movie.
I love Guardians 2. It probably still in my top 10 movies. I might.
Eric,
no, bro.
There's not room for all 30 Marvel movies to be in your top 10.
It's not true. Eric, we love you.
Eric,
Love you, Eric.
For me, that's tough because I love both, but Ego was a better villain than Hela. I don't agree. I don't agree.
Yeah, no, Hela was better.
Hela was better. Yeah.
Hela.
I would agree with Hela.
Yeah. But we all have opinions, so that's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
But his are hella wrong.
Too easy, John. Too easy.
I was going to say, exit your screen out.
Yes.
It comes down to my investment in the characters, which is why Iron Man 2 and 3 have gone up in my ranking sense. At the end of the day, I'm invested in Tony Stark so much. Believe it or not, I'm with you, Eric. That's also a reason why those two movies have gone up. And I don't think Iron Man 2 is a bad movie.
No, I don't either, but Iron Man 3 is still up for discussion, that's for sure.
No, it's not, Jace. It's not.
Yes, I'm with Jace, 100%.
No.
I for the most part don't dislike a Marvel movie. There's bad, but watch them all.
Dan, but you don't like Endgame.
No,
Anthony, what's your least favorite Marvel movie? Is it Black Widow like me?
Well, no, to be fair, I never got to see I haven't seen Black Widow yet. I've been spoiled on it completely, so it doesn't matter. But least favorite, I don't know. I'm a bit of a Marvel geek. I don't know if I can honestly pick a least favorite.
Thank you.
Even a mediocre one. All right, if I was forced to, maybe like the second Iron Man movie. I'm sorry, the second Thor movie.
Yes.
Dark World.
John.
It was called Dark World.
Yeah, Dark World.
Yeah. All right. That, like, if I was forced to pick one, and even that had some moments.
Drew says Tony Stark.
John Dennis calling your name.
So in case you can't see, I'm looking at you in disgust because Black Widow is not the worst Marvel MCU.
No, it's not it's not a bad movie, bro. I to this day I don't think there is a absolute trash Marvel movie. MCU movie. I don't think so. But I
think Anthony caught on to Thor: The Dark World. I'm gonna say is a bad movie. Also, the Ant-Man movies are blah.
Wow, I might take you off again.
Okay, the one thing that's a redeeming arc for me, if you want to call it that, or redeeming factor with The Dark World, it's not a good movie. I am so on track with you guys. But Christopher Eccleston as the villain So like this is tough because for me, I have a biased opinion because I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. If you can't tell by the stuff behind me. So no, and it's just that he was the 9th Doctor and does a good job as that. And I really like him as an actor, and I do feel like I'm not going to say he did a good job as the villain. I don't think he did a bad job, and I feel bad because I feel like he could have been such a great iconic Marvel villain, and they just didn't give him any room to shine at all. It just like they were rushing through it to develop Thor himself, and I think that's where it's like that sacrifice wasn't worth it in the end. Because it wasn't that great of a movie, but it's just tough because like I really like Christopher Eccleston.
I'm with you too because I think we're talking about Malekith, right?
Yeah,
I think in the comics he's really cool.
Yeah.
Eric said Tony Stark is his favorite.
Not be a superhero live stream, please.
I know, Shawn, which is why I kind of want to get through the comments because I want to talk about some Oscars with you, bro.
Yes.
Love
you, Jace.
Dan's here. Spider-Man is probably my favorite Marvel character comic-wise, but movie-wise is Iron Man. He's one of my favorite. Both wise, it might still be Spider-Man for me. Both wise.
Marvel hero. My favorite superhero.
Real quick, just super quick thoughts on Incredible Hulk. For me, other than Black Widow, it's one of my least favorite of the MCU.
I love it.
I was a fan of Incredible Hulk as well. I would have liked to have seen Ed Norton continue. But I have liked Mark Ruffalo, so it worked out. But I'm a fan of Ed Norton ever since Fight Club, so it kind of actually bothered me that they broke continuity so early in the run of Marvel. But I won't go into a rant mode because I know we have like a million questions. So yeah, Incredible Hulk, I liked it.
I agree with Anthony.
I like it more than
what? What was that?
I like it more than most. Like not more than most Marvel movies, more than most people like Incredible Hulk.
Gotcha.
I definitely like it too.
Tim Roth, isn't he coming back as a villain I thought he was a fantastic villain, so that's kind of a cool thing that they're bringing him back. So maybe Christopher Eccleston will get a second shot. That would be really cool.
For sure. I think that I would love it. I think Christopher Eccleston, the downside is he had a pretty definitive end. If I'm not mistaken. But I will say, on that same note of Incredible Hulk, first of all, liked it. I'm not really against it. I do like Edward Norton. I repeat what Anthony said. I'm still cool with Mark Ruffalo and think that it worked out still, but was still really cool with Edward Norton. And I am happy that they brought back like Thaddeus Ross and that they are bringing Abomination back in and everything like that, because I just like that they're at least acknowledging it. You know what I mean? It's feel how you want, but it still is part of the MCU, and I feel like it gets looked over way too much.
Yeah, I agree.
Carlos from Screen King.
Carlos!
Hello, my fave movie reviewers. Love you guys. Man, we love you too, Carlos. I was so happy to see Carlos again on Kevin's last Gunpowder video.
Yes.
Yeah.
We missed him.
Eric, Really? Incredible Hulk is underrated for sure. It's still lower on my MCU ranking, but I put it above Thor 2, Ant-Man and Wasp, Captain Marvel, Falcon, and the Winter Soldier. I guess that's my bottom 5.
I was literally going to say, so I mean, is it like your 10th out of your top 10?
We love you, Eric.
I love you so much, Eric.
But the Incredible Hulk is a really good movie, I think. Better than Thor 2, absolutely.
Yeah.
Carlos, how about this? Haley Lou Richardson or Haley Steinfeld? Who is the better actress? Let me get my drink. My wife just got it, and I'll answer that question.
Okay, I'll go get more wine.
Lou Richardson.
Ah, shoot. Okay. Damn it.
Haley Lou Richardson. She is in. Oh.
I mean, either way, it's Haley Steinfeld for me. But
exactly, it's Haley Steinfeld for sure.
I don't really know. I feel so bad. At least by name. Maybe I know her. I just don't recognize the name.
She's in True Grit. She's in the Bumblebee movie as the lead.
No. Wait. That's Haley Steinfeld, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, it's Haley Lou Richardson is the one I'm not familiar with.
I know. Oh, okay. Haley. She is in. She's very cute. She's in The Edge of 17 with Haley Steinfeld. She's in Split. That's probably where you guys would know her as. She's the main girl in Split.
No, she's not. She's one of the side characters in Split.
Who's the? Oh yeah, sorry, Anya Taylor.
Anya Taylor-Joy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely Haley Steinfeld. I love Haley Steinfeld to death. Haley Lou Richardson. She's okay. She's okay in what she's in whenever she's a side character in a film. But whenever she's led a film, I've only ever seen 5 Feet Apart, and that was my worst movie of 2019.
Really bad.
It was really bad. I hated it, and she was the lead actress in that.
Wait, was it that bad? I never saw it.
Really bad.
I hated it, bro. And I watched it because Frances, my wife, wanted to see it, and she liked it.
I'm sorry. I just love how like Dan popped in out of nowhere and was just, "Hey, was it that bad?"
Eric says that he hated Spring Breakers when he saw it in theaters. Sorry, Shawn.
But Eric,
See, good timing. Sean's out of the room.
Yeah, because he's busy doing something. Eric, did you notice one less subscriber by chance?
That's what he's doing. Florentina says Disaster Artist is a masterpiece. James Franco's Tommy was incredible. Absolutely. I loved it. I loved it. Anthony, you've seen Disaster Artist, right?
I saw it. Yeah, I think I saw it like somewhat recently. It was awesome. I liked it a lot. I wish I'd seen it sooner, like in theater or something like that. The Room. Have all you guys seen the original movie that it's based on? Just curious. Have you been able to sit through it? I guess I should ask. That's the real question.
but it's awesome. I mean, it's funny.
Yeah. That's how you have to watch it. That is how you have to watch it. Yeah.
All right, we got to get through some of these comments, guys. Bruce says, "What's your favorite and least favorite Liam Neeson action movie?" Not a good question for me, bro. I'm sorry, but I don't really know. I don't really know.
Ready?
Darkman was awesome. I'll throw that one out there. I don't know if you guys have seen Darkman.
No,
It's a bit of a classic. Yeah.
No, only heard of it. Haven't seen it. I was gonna say this is probably a terrible answer, but if you want to consider this an action movie, The Phantom Menace. I love Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon Jinn, bro.
Yeah, no, he's great as Qui-Gon.
He was, dude. People always look past the fact that man is a Jedi, and he is a great one at that.
Amazing Jedi.
The first Jedi to learn how to be a Force ghost.
Yes.
Don't let that be forgotten.
Yes. The Movie Man. What's up, bro? Thanks for coming on. What is a controversial film opinion that you have? Off the top of my head, the Movie Man, it has to be that I think that The Greatest Showman is a bad movie.
I don't know. I was hoping for something more controversial.
Where's the exit? Like, how do we get rid of John? What?
I'm sorry. That's what I don't like The Greatest Showman. I think it's a bad movie.
Oh, John, I don't know. I hate I don't hate La La Land. I think it's overrated. So I guess we're matched there.
I'll tell you what, since we're going to immediately to like things that we don't like that people did like, there's something that I slightly enjoyed that most people despise, which is Prometheus, which is like the Alien prequel. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh no, it was a good movie. But it interests the hell out of me. Like I love the idea of it, the concept of it. It's crazy because it doesn't seem like it was gonna relate to the Alien movies, but it does. I like the whole design of the whatever they're called, the engineers. Like I thought that was cool. So I don't know. It's just I didn't hate it the way that people hated it. Maybe that's my most that I can think of off the top of my head.
It just, if you look at Aliens and how much fun that movie is, and then Prometheus, which is just like it's just such a slog to get through.
Oh, it's horrible. It's like there's parts. It's so ridiculous. But like I said, it's not so much that it's actually a good movie. I found the concept so damn interesting, and I think unfortunately that's what like keeps me hanging on to it. So I think because of that, I ended up actually being able to enjoy it more than most people did.
Okay, fair enough. It's like M. Night's Old. The premise is good, but everything else, the execution.
There you go. Without even seeing it, yeah, I think that's a good analogy.
I don't find this controversial. That James Mangold is a great director.
Not controversial at all. I think he's amazing.
No, he's great.
Have you guys seen 310 to Yuma?
Ooh, no, I want to.
That movie is one of the best westerns. Like, and I'm not the biggest western person, but that is such a good movie.
Nice.
Yeah.
I find the Wolverine underrated. Okay. I'm like okay with the Wolverine, the one where he's in Japan.
Yeah.
That one's fun. It's
okay.
like,
Yeah, it's all right.
it's definitely not as bad as X-Men Origins. That movie is.
Yeah.
Ooh, that movie is some hot steaming garbage.
Eric Thorpe says, I feel Indy 5 will be the last Jedi of Indiana Jones films. A great movie, arguably, but rubs fans the wrong way. Maybe, man. I don't know.
Maybe.
I just only agree with that point if I agreed that The Last Jedi was a great movie.
Oh, yo, Jace, what did you just say, bro? Oh, my
Dude, look, I love Star Wars in general. I don't know if you could say my shirt is a Vader shirt. Like, dude, it's not that. It's just that there's a lot of fun in that movie, and there's so much wrong with that movie, unfortunately. Like, it's terrible how much they decided to just crap all over the legacy that came before it. And I think that's the part that people overlook. For like, if you enjoy it, please. This is not to say someone's right or wrong. It's just you cannot deny that there are certain things that they just decided to be like, no, this is not a big deal. When if you look at the first 6 movies of Star Wars, yeah, it's kind of a big deal. I'm sorry, but not sorry.
I'll get to that.
Anthony, can I just say, Anthony, first of all, I love you so much, bro. And I love how much you get a kick out of the stuff that I'm saying. I notice there's so many things I'm saying. You just get like a little chuckle out of it. It's great. You're making my day.
It's nice. It's cool to actually be here with you so we can interact a little quicker too, as opposed to just texting.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Eric doesn't drink, but he has lasagna.
Okay,
Garfield.
It's a Garfield reference.
Bro, I couldn't picture Eric being Garfield.
Okay, the movie man. What's an example of a film with an excellent ensemble cast? Off the top of my head, would you consider Parasite an excellent ensemble cast?
Absolutely.
Parasite.
Yeah. Parasite is a great example.
Off the top of my head.
My person, and I'm gonna not go film with this. I'm gonna go TV series. But Anthony,
He'll be back.
okay. The White Lotus, this new series on HBO. There's 2 episodes out right now. It is the best ensemble work I have seen in anything in years. It is so good. So definitely White Lotus.
Nice. Okay.
What about you guys?
I'm going to try and go with a non-superhero one, only because I feel like if I do, Shawn's going to really start to get upset. So just for you, and this is something, it's not the most creative choice, but I do really like the put together of the roster of Ocean's 11 and kind of that whole series. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of cool. Like, it was a great way to bring a bunch of actors together that are really well known, that a lot of people like, but without making it super cheesy. Hey, Anthony. You know how The Expendables is an example of like a great, cool roster, but it's just like, all right, this is kind of like ridiculous, and you appreciate it because it's ridiculous. But to me, Ocean's 11. Maybe not every single one of them, but like for the most part, those were examples of movies that like the roster was really star-studded, but they still ended up actually still being good movies. Like, they played their part well. Nobody tried to steal the scene from anybody. It was good.
That's a good example.
Eric said, of course, the Saw guy hates the Raimi trilogy. It's my favorite Spider-Man trilogy, bro. What are you talking about?
Woo! Eric Thorpe is throwing out the shade, and I am here for it.
It's the only Spider-Man trilogy, though. So,
D Movie Man, name an example of a film where the main star's performance was the only thing good about it.
oh wow.
Whoa.
Julianne Moore, still just Alice, or still Alice?
Still Alice.
Yes, that movie was so convoluted. It was really bad, and her performance was amazing.
Maybe Nomadland.
Yeah, John, honestly, that movie does not hold up, and I'm still a little scarred by the fact that it won Best Picture.
Let me take a drink.
Yeah.
Ooh, talk about a movie that didn't deserve it, bro. Promising Young Woman.
Yes.
Father won Best Writing. Those two should have won Best Picture somehow. One of them.
Exactly. Cinematography goes to Nomadland. That is like 100%. You can have that, but to win Best Picture, that one, yeah. Promising Young Woman or Sound of Metal or The Father should have won Best Picture.
Frances would agree with you on Sound of Metal. It was her favorite movie, so she would agree. Let's move on. Good for me.
I love that question, though. I don't have an answer. Can I just say, though, that is such a good question, and I'm sorry I don't have an answer.
Yeah.
D is coming up here with like the best questions.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for us, we're so behind, man. I'm so sorry.
Fire away, John.
A movie with a great cast is third starring Liam Neeson, James Franco, Adrian Brody, Olivia Wilde, Mila Kunis, Maria Hello, and Kim Basinger. So third, it's called Third Person.
Is he trying to say a movie with a great cast that's absolutely terrible? Is that what he's trying to say?
No, it's a movie with a great ensemble.
The movie sucks.
There's at least some good people in that cast, though. Like,
have you seen the movie?
No. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I won't even start to defend it. But like, there's some. That's actually such a shame when there's really good people. Maybe that's a good question. What that has like just a movie with really good actors that end up being a really bad movie.
Yeah, because that cast is amazing. I love Olivia Wilde. She's becoming an amazing director. Mila Kunis, I love. Adrian Brody, underrated. James Franco, we've talked about. Like, that's a good cast, but Jesus, that movie sucks.
Eric says, I never really got into the Iron Man Jr. complaint. Like, this is the MCU. It was all built around Iron Man. So it was the first MCU movie, so it all makes sense to take that route to me. It makes a little sense. To an extent, bro, it shouldn't all just be Iron Man for the rest of the MCU.
Well, to be fair, just one more thing. They didn't have access to all their characters when the MCU started. So, so the Avengers had to sort of take center stage, as opposed to it being X-Men or Spider-Man, the heavy hitters. But I get what he's saying.
How much you want to bet that was Sony? I bet you that was one of their things of the deal. They're like, hey, look, we'll let you hang on to Tom Holland, but you better make him the next Robert Downey Jr. of the MCU.
He technically is now.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman has performed as X-Men Origins Wolverine. Only good thing about it.
Yeah,
good example.
Yeah. Nice.
Yes.
Eric said Henry Cavill is an amazing Superman, but I'd probably pick two Batman castings above him with Bale and Affleck.
Not Bale. Yeah, I'm sorry. And this is somewhere it's like I still really enjoyed Christian Bale, but like I think it's a little overrated sometimes, and it's not even to like make it seem like it was bad, but so The Dark Knight, like that movie stops becoming interesting the moment Heath Ledger's off the screen. And I feel like that's something that like, he's still really enjoyable, but just doesn't do a really good balance of both Bruce Wayne and Batman. Ben Affleck, I would say I agree because I love his portrayal of both. He did a great job of surprising me that he seems believable in both. But yeah, Christian Bale, I still like Christian Bale, but just not.
Jace, I'm with you completely. I feel like Ben Affleck gets like the nuance of being Batman. Like there's like a grit to him that like there's still a character there. But when Christian Bale becomes Batman, I feel like he loses all like character. He's just like this like blank slate of like whatever he's doing.
Where are the other drugs? Next film.
Yes. Oh, are we doing the Rob thing?
What? How do you said. I don't know what you said. I said, yay. That's what I said.
Nick, we're very happy that you're here.
Eric is so against. Eric's mom is against the existence of old. Is that a dad joke, or is she actually against that movie? I don't know what that means. Look who's here, guys.
Yes, Becky.
Becky, it's been too long. I haven't chatted it up with you in so long. So happy you're here.
No, I'm blurry.
Oh, Shawn, I'm gonna have to kick you off, man.
Kick me off, mother.
No,
Yeah, kick me off.
No, I'm just. Do you really want me to though?
Yeah, no, yeah, kick me off so I can fix it.
I was just kidding. All right, so he's off for now. He will be back. Eric says, Hela was a better villain than Ego, but slightly prefer Guardians 2 over Ragnarok. Bro, what a crazy statement. Hot take, Eric. Hot take.
Yeah. Hot take, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't like comedy.
Ant-Man 1, I love, but 2 is blah.
I think I could agree with this sort of, actually.
Mm-hmm.
2 was a little long. It felt long. Some of it was boring, but I liked it.
I didn't hate it. Yeah, I didn't hate it. I think it did a great job of this. Is the one reason I don't dislike it is because it introduced the quantum realm. It started to really build up on the actual foundation that the MCU is. See, you know what? One thing that they've been doing that I actually give the Ant-Man films a lot of credit for, and they're clearly going to do with the third one too. They are doing a great job of making it like people forced to understand Ant-Man's a bigger deal than you think he is. Right, so the first movie, you know, okay, just a fun movie to introduce him and everything. But again, second movie, introducing the quantum realm, that's a really big deal. Villain kind of underwhelming, story kind of underwhelming. But overall, that was a substantial, really, like, increase, like I said, to overall the MCU. And now the third one, giving the fact that it's titled Quantumania, Kang's going to be in there. Dude, I mean, this is something they're like, they're really trying to let you know, dude, Ant-Man is one of the main components of the Avengers. And to be fair, for anybody that knows the comics, he really is. So I don't blame them for doing that, and I think they've been doing a good job so far.
And I like when I like the end credit scene of that one. When they all disappear. When Hope
yes. Same.
Yes.
Becky says, never seen The Dark World and heard nothing but bad things about it.
Well, still
Becky, do one of your reaction things to it. Seriously, you'd probably get a kick out of it, but maybe for good and bad reasons.
I mean, it's not that bad. It's good. It's just boring. There's nothing happening.
Yeah, to be fair,
it's gonna be your worst reaction video because you're not gonna do anything.
But watch every MCU movie.
Listen to them. Eric says it's still worth a watch. I'd say, Becky, it's a 7 out of 10 for me.
Oh,
I think that's the lowest I'll go with an MCU movie. Wow, Eric. Wow, I love you, man.
I wouldn't go like much. 5 out of 10, probably. I hate giving scores to movie. I give all of you guys that do it so much credit. I hate giving a rating to a movie. It's mostly because. So, okay, this is something that there's a guy that I'll give him a little shout out real quick because I feel like he kind of deserves it. He's a cool kid. There's a guy that's IMRT Reviews. He came and like found me, which I thought was cool, and then I found him like refound him, if you will, through Joe's channel. But anyway, he recently put out a video where he's like, why I don't use a rating system for my videos. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that there is a right or wrong way. I admire when people can put a concrete score. Me as a individual, I have a really tough time doing that with because I just feel like my opinion can change, not overnight, but like there's so many movies that like I hate at first, and then the more you watch them, you gain appreciation for it. And then there's some that kind of like you get swept up in the hype, and then you watch it again, you're like, why did I like this? So that's it. So like I said, I give you guys credit when you could just give it a serious good review the first time around and stick to it.
Yeah, I don't like doing ratings either. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 got a 7 out of 10 for me the first time I saw it, but now it's like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Can I just ask a side question since we're on this? I know we're focusing on the comments, so I'm sorry. But Shawn, is there any movie or show that you've given a rating that you feel like you would now change? Like one that stands out to you the most, where you're like, you know what, I would change, like whether it's down or up.
Definitely Separation. I gave it a 2.5. That needs like a 1 out of 5. So I still and people still watch my review. Like it's still like in my top 10 like most watched videos, and I'm like, oh, like I want to like take that score back and change it because it's not a good movie. And then also with Jolt, I almost did not give Jolt. It just came out today on Amazon Prime. I almost didn't give it a score because it is so bad that. But it's so bad it's good, so it's hard to give a score to something like that. And I personally enjoyed the heck out of myself, and I think people are going to enjoy that movie as well. So to give it a score seems kind of arbitrary, I feel like.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Becky says, Haley Lou was in Split and 5 Feet Apart. Yes, LOL. Oh my God. Was 5 Feet Apart that bad? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was.
It was really, you know what? This is a film that I feel would really fit with your channel, Becky, right? Would you agree, Shawn?
Yes.
Yeah, she did that one about everything, I think.
The sun is only a star?
No, yeah, that was it. Yeah, the sun is also a star. So yeah, that would fit with her channel. I'd be interested to hear her thoughts because I think that's a pretty bad movie.
Yeah, and I think it fits her aesthetic. What's up?
What a dope title, though. The sun is also a star. It is. I think that's such a cool sounding title.
And
yeah,
the lead actor is a YouTube star. Henry Melling, I think his name is.
Really?
Yeah, he's from YouTube. So that's also interesting. And that video of Becky's is so funny.
Florentina said, I have to be awake in 5 hours, so I'm going to shoot off now and catch up with the rest tomorrow. Much love to all of you. Thank you so much, Florentina, for being on.
Thank you.
For some reason, the ads isn't working, but she's talking to the D movie, man. Can I just say that never works for me either?
Yes, I feel your pain. That never works for me. I always get jealous how people do it because I can't.
Becky was going to ask us the overrated film opinion, and when we were talking, I said Greatest Showman. I forgot what the rest of you said. Eric, I feel like I'm loaded with hot takes. Hard to pick the hottest. I can pick the hottest.
Yes. The hottest take of all.
Oh my God! Let's see. We're getting closer to the bottom. Closer. It's the most obvious. Let's see. That's the most obvious one that I don't hate Game of Thrones season 8. I haven't seen even one episode, Eric.
Well, Shawn, I don't hate it either. I don't hate it as much as everyone else does. It's not that. But I don't love GTO. I don't love Game of Thrones as much as everyone else does.
The alcohol is hitting Dan.
I do love Game of Thrones as much as a lot of people, I guess. But yeah, I also am not like a big hater on season 8. And please let me make sure that that's clearly stated along with there are so many issues with season 8. But there's also certain things that like people complain about that I just don't feel like deserve as much insane amounts of complaints. That's all that I'll say. I'll leave it at that.
So no spoilers, but I don't mind what happens in season 8, but they should have made it a longer season to flesh that out.
I want to hear Anthony's thoughts.
That last season, you know what? It's the first season that I never went back and rewatched. So take that for whatever it's worth.
Okay.
I'll try not to spoil anything too, but it was this. It wasn't sad. It wasn't a satisfying ending, but I didn't lose my mind over it like a lot of other people did. And I was invested. I was there since the beginning watching the show, but it was just okay, it's over. Next thing,
Yeah.
Yeah. Another reason I probably don't hate it as much is it was the first season I watched live with my friend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, and that would do it.
But
that would definitely like change your opinion, like getting to like sit with friends and watch it. Like I remember like Game of Thrones watch parties, like it was like the shit, like it made the experience. But that show messed everything up. Like I can't forgive it. But that's gonna be like that needs a whole live stream on its own.
Never seen Game of Thrones.
John, fix that.
I gotta shout out D Movie Man again with the amazing questions here.
Yeah,
these are fantastic questions.
Yeah.
I wish I could answer them.
It's difficult. Like he makes us think. I love that.
The only thing
you know what I would say, maybe like for me it would be the good, the bad, and the ugly here. But I don't hate westerns. I'm just unfamiliar with them. I just haven't seen a whole lot of them. But I love the good, the bad, and the ugly. So
yeah, Anthony, I'm right there with
to an answer. Sorry.
I'm still confused by the question though. Name a film you loved in a genre that you hate.
So like a genre you're not a fan of, but a movie that was like, you know, hey, this was a good movie, even though it was part of that genre.
I mean, I guess I've got to go with Western. I don't hate Westerns, but I don't know much about. I don't hate genres. I always tell people when I talk to other people outside of our film community, what's your favorite genre? I hate that question. I don't have a favorite genre. I love all types of films. But if there's a genre I don't know a lot about, it is Western, and I absolutely love Django Unchained.
Yeah, John, that was exactly what I was going to say, man. I'm right on the same page with you.
Yeah.
So I'm with John that I don't, although I do like the question, what is your favorite genre? Because there are favorite genres, but I don't hate a genre though. I don't know. Is anime? Anime is probably not a genre.
It could be. It could be.
Okay, so let's say anime. I don't even hate it. I just haven't seen a lot. But I loved Spirited Away. Like I love Spirited Away, but I really haven't seen a lot of animes. I liked Your Name as well. Those are probably the only. I've probably only seen a few.
You just made Shawn's night.
Yeah, Dan definitely. When he told, I was so worried for him to watch Spirited Away because that's personally one of my favorite films of all time. And he said he loved it, and I was like, yes. And he's always honest too. Like with Pan's Labyrinth, I had him watch it, and he didn't love it. Which was very disappointing.
It was good. I liked it.
No, I like it. It's
what is this? It was good. What?
No, he wants you to love it.
Oh, a spicy meatball.
Oh, what are you doing?
And then I got a second Django Unchained. I like that, but I don't really watch westerns. But so Django Unchained though was good.
I feel you.
What about you guys?
Jay still doesn't know, and Anthony.
No,
I mentioned the good, the bad, and the ugly for me with the westerns.
Oh yeah, he did. He said good, bad,
and the ugly. Okay.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm gonna stick with John's pick. I'm gonna go with Django Unchained. Not to be uncreative, but that was literally before you said it. That was the first thing that came to my head.
You liar.
I would say Tombstone or 310 to Yuma for westerns as well.
I haven't seen.
Those are two really good movies.
Shout out my good friend Shane. He's been dying for me to watch and review Tombstone, and I'm sorry. Shane, if by some odd chance you are watching this, just know that it is still on my to-do list. I am going to watch and review Tombstone.
Nice.
It needs to happen.
He agrees that the Wolverine is underrated. That was a while back, but glad you agree, man. Becky goes, yes, Parasite, when I said it was my favorite ensemble. Great freaking film. Love the film. And then she goes, oh, White Lotus. Yes, I love the cast.
You guys, seriously, please watch White Lotus.
Maybe.
What? Why maybe?
I don't know, Shawn. Like you told me to watch Sound of Violence. That was bad.
Okay, I also told you to watch Pan's Labyrinth. You liked it. Like
I'm just kidding. I know.
A little bit. Come on, John.
There's so much. There's so many movies out and TV shows out there that I want to watch before White Lotus.
No, White Lotus is one of the ones you need to put on that list. As like Pig too. You need to watch Pig.
Yeah, well, that's above White Lotus.
Okay, fair enough.
Sorry, I'm going to toss in a superhero cast that I think is an underrated ensemble cast, and it's the original X-Men trilogy. What? That's not underrated. I wouldn't say that's underrated. I know people love Hugh, but I think the whole cast in the original 3 is perfect. Yeah, I agree with you, though. I don't think that's underrated.
Yeah.
Dude, Patrick Stewart as Professor X, and then Sir Ian McKellen as Magneto? Yeah. Those are iconic. There is nothing underrated about that, bro.
No. I feel like people love them. They just were not given the greatest material in some of the X-Men movies. So that might be why they're underrated, but the ensemble cast itself is incredible.
Yeah.
Do you know what happens to a toad when it gets hit by lightning?
It becomes frog.
Same thing that happens to everything else. He says Margot Robbie is definitely the only good thing about Suicide Squad. I also don't agree. I like Jared Leto.
Tell me you're joking.
No, he's not joking, and he's right.
Jace.
Yes, Shawn, you're the best. You're the best. Shawn.
Get the out of here.
I don't hate Jared Leto as Joker either.
People need to lay off Jared Leto. Give him
they do not.
He's a really great actor, and he's different than Heath Ledger and Jack Nicholson. Who the fuck cares? Like he's doing something different.
I don't dislike it because he's not the same as Jack Nicholson or Heath Ledger. He is literally like imagine a high school student that's high and he's trying to act like Heath Ledger. That's what Jared Leto reminds me of. Bro, I'm sorry. He may be a good actor for every other thing he's ever been in, but and this is coming from, please, I don't mean like my opinion means more than anybody else's. Joker is my favorite character of anything ever. He is my least favorite interpretation of Joker of anything I have ever seen. And I've given it so many fair chances. There was like some deleted scenes from Suicide Squad. I'm like, yeah, sure, let's give it a shot. Didn't change my opinion at all. Snyder Cut comes out. He's in a deleted scene, or not deleted scene. They added a scene just for that and stuff. Dude, did nothing for me. Was it better than his stuff in Suicide Squad? Yes. But like, okay, I will be with you that he's a good actor. I will never, ever be with you that he was a good Joker. That was a piss poor interpretation. The only thing I give him credit for is that he went for it. He like really went for it. That I give him credit for.
Isn't that all you want from somebody playing the Joker, is that they go for it, and he went for it? It might not be perfect.
Because you could go for it and fail, and I think that's what happened there. I agree. I don't think I'm as Jace is really hardcore on this, but
he's passionate.
I'm sorry.
We know.
Yeah, he was my least favorite Joker, and I'll just leave it at that. That's all.
Jace, have you seen Gotham?
No. And I don't really want to be honest with you. But the kid that seems like he plays Joker in there seems like he does better than Jared Leto.
Good.
I disagree.
Yeah, apologies, by the way. That's just I just really dislike that performance.
Remember, Jake, I just said I don't hate him. That doesn't mean that I like.
Dan is in the middle.
Yeah, no, like I don't think he deserved the hate he got.
Eric, things were crazy for putting Bale above the other people.
No.
Oh no, yeah. Sorry.
You put Bale above Affleck. I'm with Eric here, though.
I'd put Bale above. Wait, what?
No, we didn't.
No, you would not put Bale above Affleck.
Yeah, I would.
No, absolutely not. No, I disagree with that completely.
I don't.
Why? I'm just kidding.
I've already said it. Ben Affleck is giving a performance as Batman. Christian Bale is not.
I disagree.
Oh, God. Talk to you later.
I love how Jace goes into these huge, like, dissects his argument, and I'm here like, nah, you're wrong.
Nah.
Cheers to all the Jared Leto fans.
Yes.
Because it's not like he doesn't deserve it.
Okay. Seriously, Dallas Buyers Club, I know people hate on him for that performance too, but it's a great performance. So people need to leave him alone.
Dallas Buyers Club. Dallas Buyers Club is an amazing film.
Yeah. I haven't seen
it. Heard nothing but good things.
I haven't seen that either.
Jason, we're going to get you into Oscar films, Jace.
It doesn't... Mm-hmm. He didn't deserve a nomination for Little Things, though.
Oh my! That was crazy when he was nominated for. What a joke!
But
that's like music getting nominated for things.
I didn't see it.
That movie is.
I don't mind it.
Horrible.
No, not horrible, Shawn.
John.
How many names did you have to go through for that?
Whenever Dan wants to argue, he says my name.
He went straight for John.
Because I'm arguing with John.
Listen,
music is terrible.
Anthony.
Yes, John, you
Still here.
Anthony, what is your first memorable movie quote that comes to mind?
You liked it enough.
I could
Give it a 2.
for some reason, Captain America. I could do this all day.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice. I like it.
It just speaks to me right now where I'm at in my life.
Oh, I like it. I like it, Anthony.
Yeah.
John,
the very first one that popped in my head was "Come with me if you want to live." I don't know why.
mine is Welcome to Jurassic Park.
I don't have anything in my mind right now.
Come on, man of movies.
I'm a lightweight, bro.
John is John's the City of Stars.
Is that even a line in the movie that's not a song?
It's a lyric, though. It's a line.
No, that's what I mean, other than a lyric.
Use your head. But
I have a quote.
I want a good one, Dan.
What, Sean's?
Long ago, the 4 nations lived together in harmony. Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all 4 elements, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished.
Can I act mine out? Do you guys want me to act mine out?
Go
Dude,
for it.
Shawn basically just acted his out to a certain degree. That was nice, Shawn.
Thank you.
Is that
Good choice, too.
That's one of my favorite shows of all time.
Avatar: The Last Airbender?
You ready?
Oh, hey, quick! While John's doing his thing, Shawn. Oh wait, I'll let him do his thing. Never mind.
Yeah. Is he getting into character?
Yes.
I guess so.
Yes.
And action.
It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Hi, Mark.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that.
Yes. I don't have another one for you yet, but I have to.
And I'm empty, but whatever. You get the idea.
Not my favorite, but it is a funny line.
Well, and you also did really good at just acting that out right there.
It was. Thank you, John.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Guys, let's get through some comments, please.
Yeah, we're struggling.
Becky goes, happy to be here, guys. When was the last time we talked about Becky, bro?
We love you, Becky. Thank you.
It was a while back. We do love you, Becky. If my wife is watching this live, can you make me another one of those drinks?
Okay, you sound misogynistic right now. Let's rein that back a little bit.
Again, because it's been so long. Guys, I am quarantined, so I can't leave my room because I tested positive.
That's his way of being like, before you verbally abuse me, I have a perfect excuse for this.
Yeah, COVID. Exactly.
He would have said the same thing if he was married to a man. So
that's a good explanation. Yeah, exactly, Dan. Says I don't dislike any MCU movie, to be clear, but just something has got to be at the bottom. So that's what I mean by blah. I get it.
Eric,
I love you.
You know you love comic book movies.
And Shawn is loving this superhero talk. Shawn is hating this. Shawn is hating this. Drew says memorable quotes. Hasta la vista, baby. I don't know who you are. Don't what you want. Oh, that's from Taken. And this is Sparta from 300 and Wakanda Forever from Black Panther.
Those are all great.
He's shocked you gave Guardians 7 out of 10 because you probably gave it a 10 out of 10 round, right, Dan?
yeah, now I love it. It's like one of my favorite Marvel movies.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
But I was expecting more because everyone was like, "Oh, it's so funny," and it was funny. But then I watched it the second time and I loved it.
Huh.
Where am I? All right, D Movie Man with the best questions, man.
Yes.
Name a movie scene that completely traumatized you.
Ooh,
I
have one.
I got this.
All right.
Shawn, you got this. Never mind, Shawn, you got this.
No, Don, you go first.
Okay. I mentioned this in one of my videos when I mentioned I think of my wow movie moments or something. So a movie scene that completely traumatized me. When I was a kid, I used to live in an apartment complex. And, you make friends around the apartment complex. And I remember this kid was actually the guy that introduced me into horror. And he said, hey, let's watch this movie called Halloween. I had no idea what this was. I had no idea what Michael Myers is. So I'm like, sure, let's watch Halloween. So we go to his living room, we put on Halloween, and that first opening sequence of the point of view of the killer, aka Michael Myers, going through the house, stalking his sister, killing her, walking out, only to then find out that the point of view that we were in, the killer, was the same age that I was watching the movie or younger. Traumatized. Yeah. I didn't finish the movie. The moment that the police officer takes off his mask and it's a little boy with a knife, I told him to take it off. And I didn't see Halloween again till I was in my 20s.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot.
What about you, Dan?
I'd probably say Hereditary. You know the scene. Yes, the head scene. That was a... Wait, Jace, have you seen Hereditary?
I haven't, but you can ruin it for me. I'll still watch it.
Okay, so there's this YouTuber that does really good voices, and he's in the car, and he's driving, and his head just comes clean off, and his name is Jace Burns. But...
Well...
No, but someone's head.
Is there no more to it? I'm so confused.
Yeah, I'm so confused. I'm waiting.
John, you know what scene I'm talking about? What the hell? It's some girl's head comes off. But I don't want to spoil it.
A little girl's head gets ripped off her body, and it's fucking traumatic.
Okay, fair enough.
John,
Very well.
John, she made another one.
Yeah.
I wonder if you guys have seen mine, because it's not like it's the most phenomenal movie ever. So the first one that comes to my mind is it's a movie called The Fourth Kind. And it's basically very, very tiny synopsis. It's a movie that's a therapist talks to people who claim they've been abducted by aliens that live in Alaska. And it's kind of it is shown or presented in a way where they have the movie, and then side by side, there's certain scenes where they show the quote unquote real footage, which at the time I didn't know wasn't real footage. And even actually knowing that it is fake, it still is just really well done. There's a scene where there's a certain guy, therapist is talking to him, and the whole purpose is for them to remember the memories of being abducted by aliens. And this guy who's laying on the bed, and this sounds really ridiculous, but I'm saying this detail on purpose. He's got both of his arms over his blanket, and he's falling asleep, and she's kind of running through a situation that gets him to remember his memories of what happened. And he sits up at a scary pace and then starts to float off of his bed. And starts his jaw drops and he starts speaking in this alien language. That whole sequence literally, it ruined my life for a couple of weeks, because I'm not joking, for the next week or so, every time I went to bed, I could not go to sleep with both of my arms over my blanket, because it would remind me of that guy, and I'd instantly freak out and put one of my arms under my blanket. So that's probably the first scene I'd say that that shit traumatized me for a bit.
Yo, I remember I couldn't eat hot dogs after watching Final Destination 3.
Oh,
I don't know why.
What was the one with the tanning bed? Is that
that one? That one.
That was that I was never again going into a tanning bed ever again.
I couldn't eat hot dogs.
What about you, Anthony? What was your most traumatizing?
I got two, but in the interest of time, I'll just narrow it down to one. The first Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the surviving girl at the end getting chased.
Scary.
I don't want to spoil whatever, but like she's just getting chased by this maniac with a chainsaw. Daylight. The fact that it was daylight is what creeped me out, and again, also the fact that I saw it when I was way too young. I didn't see the full movie, just that moment. I only caught a little bit of the movie, and so I turned around, I'm watching it, and I'm just like, oh God, and she's getting chased, and it freaked me out and traumatized me. So that would be it. That would be my pick.
That's a good choice.
Yes.
My pick is a movie that has not come out yet. Dan has seen it as well, but it is Coming Home in the Dark. That the first 15 minutes of this movie is the most messed up thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, it is so it is like the definition of traumatizing. So I'm so ready for people to see this movie and to react to it, because it is insanity.
Yeah, I almost said it, but I was like, Sean's gonna want to say one of these two picks. So
I'm so excited for it now. I'm so excited for
it. Yeah, it's a lot.
Becky says it's the Hereditary poll. Dan, right, Dan? Yeah. The Hereditary poll. I think I can say I bump every number score I've given in my reviews by 0.5 probably, except Army of the Dead, maybe.
What about
Eric? I already know exactly how you feel about Army of the Dead.
Wait,
check out our Army of the Dead review on my channel.
Is he bumping Army of the Dead down?
No, he said he'd leave it the same.
What about Justice League? The Snyder cut.
Wait.
Nah, he probably cooked
the theatrical cut?
No, the Snyder cut.
Oh, the Snyder cut?
Let's not go crazy.
The theatrical cut can be burnt to the ground. That's for sure.
I just forgot it was called the Snyder cut because I may have had some.
Becky said, I'd love to react to 5 Feet Apart. Becky, make it happen. Make it a reality.
Becky,
please make a poll and only make it for us, and we will all vote yes. What do you think? Who has a bird? I'm hearing a bird.
Oh yeah,
bird.
Oh, that's you, Shawn.
Yeah, that's definitely a bird.
I want my bird. Becky says, also, y'all are amazing and hilarious. Can I say? You can say. You can. Wait! She might change her mind. No, I'm just kidding. She's just, I don't know if this has been said, but underrated actor or actress. Underrated.
This is so hard.
I got one. It's an easy one for me. I would say Stallone. Sylvester Stallone is underrated.
I am.
Like an actual actor, you mean, Anthony?
Is that like an insult to Stallone? I don't know if this is said, but underrated actor or actress. I would go with. I would also go with William Shatner too, but I mean, underrated.
No, I think Stallone is a great pick.
I know this. For actress though, Elizabeth Moss.
No, I want to go back to Stallone.
What are you talking about, John?
Elizabeth Moss, she's rated fine. She is where she is.
Stallone
is underrate this guy. Stallone is underrated, I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Stallone, I like Stallone, right? Stallone is awesome. I like him. But Elizabeth Moss.
Jonathan.
Yes, Stan.
Jonathan, is your middle name Man of Movies?
Is
your middle name Man of Movies?
Why?
Why not?
Why? Why are you asking me this, Dan?
Just had a whole Yeti of drinks. So, Samara is mine. I love her, and she's beautiful, and she's Margot Robbie Part 2, and yeah.
Dan's geeking.
Samara Weaving is your.
She's good though, Dan. Samara Weaving's good.
She's good.
Yeah. And then Becky, you're my top underrated actress because you should be an actress.
Oh, I agree.
Kissing ass, I see.
The brown noser.
Dang, Dan, you got the screen twice so far.
Yo, Dan always gets the
Love
screen.
you, Dan.
I gotta say Elizabeth Moss. That's me.
Elizabeth Moss is good.
I'm gonna say something that is gonna piss a lot of you off right now.
I mean, just kidding. Wait,
go for it.
Brie Larson.
No, I'm Shawn. I'm with you. Shawn. I'm with you, Shawn. 100%.
She's okay.
John, I appreciate you. I love you. Brie Larson, if you've seen Short Term 12, if you've seen Room, if you've seen The United States of Terra, she is such an incredible actress. And just because she messed up her promotional interviews and everything that was going on for Captain Marvel doesn't mean she's a bad actress. And she might not be perfect for Captain Marvel, but I think she's underrated because people are not giving her enough credit. Like, she is actually a really great actress. It's just this role that I think she was not right for.
Okay, that's fair. Because the only thing I'll say is, I still am not the biggest fan of her overall, but I don't disagree with what you said whatsoever. Right? It's just I have a bad taste in my mouth, so to speak, because of all of what's happened with Captain Marvel and kind of anything surrounding that and everything past that point. But
I get it.
But at the same time, here's the thing. At the end of the day, even if I don't like her in interviews or anything else for that matter, that doesn't change that if she performs well in something, it's a good performance. I don't personally get, you could be the biggest douchebag or asshole or whatever the case is, but if you act well, I mean, I'm going to give you credit where it's due, just because of that. So it's not to say that Brie Larson is an asshole. It's just to say that, like, right. It's to say I don't really care how I feel about her on that type of level. I'm with you, Shawn. If she is to give a good performance, I'm willing to acknowledge it. And I probably just haven't seen enough of her, to be fair.
Exactly. Like, I mean, and Scott Pilgrim, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like people just, they give her a hard time for nothing. And I understand why they do give her a hard time, because her interviews are terrible. They're so bad. And she looks like the most, like, ridiculous person to ever be taking over an MCU role. But if you look at her past shit, like, she's really great.
Becky says, last season of Game of Thrones, without spoilers, I'm mixed. I think some things they had too much for a not so great payoff. And a certain character choice at the end I liked, but I wish the end was different. I can't comment.
No, well, I could say, Becky, I agree with you. I'll put it that way, right? Without going into crazy detail, I could at least say that was a pretty well put comment there. And yeah, I agree. There was some stuff that was good, some stuff that wasn't. Certain things that, like, worked, certain things I was okay with because they just chose it, so you kind of accept it for what it is. But yeah, overall, I wish it was different too.
Agreed.
Drew says, Will Poulter is underrated. He's fantastic in The Maze Runner. I don't hate Will Poulter in The Maze Runner. I just don't really care for The Maze Runner.
Oh, is he the kid from Meet the Millers?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I actually, I could agree. He's not. I'm not going to sit here and, like, defend it, but I like him. That's all I was going to say. I think he's actually funny.
He's in this movie Detroit with John Boyega. That he is terrifying in that role.
Well,
like,
if you guys remember, Will Poulter was supposed to be the original Pennywise for the remake.
He was also supposed to be Tintin as well.
Really? That's cool.
But cool. For some reason, he doesn't get casted.
I would love to see if they exist, I would love to see his audition tapes as Pennywise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, I think they have pictures and stuff, Jace, if you want to check that out.
No, and I think I've seen the pictures, but see, that's what I'd love to, like, pair that with, like, if he actually did do an audition that's sent in, I'd love to just see what it was like.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. Eric, this is a weird hot take, but maybe, but I didn't hate the 2015 movie Pan. I get why it's not great and even problematic, but I had fun watching it in theaters. I got swept up in the fantasy. I didn't see it. That's the Peter Pan movie that I think
with Hugh Jackman as
Hook.
It's not good.
I didn't see it.
And Rooney Mara is one of the lost children. We call them children now because that movie is very problematic, and I understand. Like I get what he's saying too. It's not horrible. People like completely got rid of that film because they're like, oh, it's so problematic. Rooney Mara is playing a Native American, but I think it's just not that great of a movie. Sorry, Eric.
She was Tiger Lily?
She was Tiger Lily, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Not one of the yeah, she was Tiger Lily.
That's weird. Oh, okay. Hot take more on the recent side. I wasn't a big fan of Mitchell's versus the Machines. Like, not that I thought it was bad, but I didn't get the hype. Sorry. I know you guys literally all loved it. Wait, the device is... He actually... Wait, never. This is actually a technical problem. He took himself off.
Oh, I thought you got rid of him for something. I was like, what did he do?
No, he'll come back on. Sorry, guys. Mitchell's versus the Machines is one of the best movies of the year, Eric. What you talking about, yo?
Yeah, it was one of my faves.
Anthony, did you ever see that?
Yeah, no, I saw it. And it was excellent. I loved it. Yeah.
Nice. Because yeah, I definitely like it. It really surprised me. There's not many just straight up feel good movies anymore. You know what I mean? Like that's all it is it's meant to be a good time, nothing more, nothing less. And I feel like that's what that movie was. It like reverted back to years ago when like that's the only focus was just to make it a good time. It wasn't a perfect movie, but like you kind of can have more leeway when it comes to animated stuff. So overall, I really liked it. I had such a fun time with it. I'm actually surprised I haven't watched it again since then. And I'm actually really surprised that Shawn hasn't said anything yet. My gosh, you've been really silent. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm just joking. I'm really happy you're back, Shawn.
He just came back.
I'm joking. I know. I'm so happy he's back.
The Mitchells versus the Machines is one of the best animated movies to come out in so long. What are you talking about, Eric Thorpe?
Come on, Eric.
Okay, Eric, whether you answer it now, later, whatever, can you at least appreciate like the animation style of it? Because my goodness, it was like such a masterpiece just to watch.
Yes.
Yes.
Even if you didn't like the characters of the story.
Yes.
We're waiting for him to answer. And
Yeah.
Y'all need to watch Leftovers. We do, Eric. We do.
So I'm gonna throw this out here really quickly. Never mind. I'm gonna hold that till later.
Okay, I just lost my comment. Sorry. The Movie Man. Sorry, you guys. Hate was probably the wrong word. Just genres you're less likely to watch or aren't that drawn to.
it's okay.
We knew what you meant, man. Yeah, you're definitely good. That was not a bad way to put it. But I think that was still explaining it well. Sometimes people get too overly technical about the terminology there, but that was explaining it well enough.
Eric says, the best I can say about Jared Leto's Joker is he's serviceable in the Snyder Cut for that one scene. No, I think he was horrible in the Snyder Cut. I don't like him in the Snyder Cut, but I did like him in Suicide Squad. I'm sorry.
What?
I liked him.
In the Snyder Cut.
I liked him in the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, he was so good.
Watch the part. Like, obviously, there's only one scene to watch, but watch the part where he's talking to Batman. There's like a scene where, the part of the scene where he literally just stays silent for way too long, and it's just awkward and weird. And I'm sorry, it doesn't work. And but here's the only last thing I will say, because I know I said a lot about it. Even if I don't really care too much overall for his interpretation, I'm not trying to say it could not have worked. I don't think it did, but it could have. And I do still think that overall the Suicide Squad movie, the first one, should have been just strictly about the Suicide Squad doing like an underground mob type fight type thing, not a end of the world type threat, and then finding out that the Joker was the main villain. And I think that would have been really effective and given him a chance to at least like showcase more of his interpretation. Then maybe would have had a different opinion on it.
I think Joe brought this up in our collab that there is an animated version of the Suicide Squad where he was like, I wanted to see that on screen and adapted. And I think that's a really good point of Joe's, because I haven't seen the animated version, but I feel like that would have been a much better story to tell.
100%. It's called Batman Assault on Arkham, and it's really deceiving because Batman's in the title, but he's actually like a side character in the movie. It's really about the Suicide Squad, and I agree with Joe wholeheartedly. They should have just made that a direct interpretation into a live action movie, and I think it would have gone over a lot better.
Eric says, I've seen all of Gotham. It's terrible. I haven't seen it.
Oh, Eric with the hot takes, man.
He says, wait, Shawn. So if I remember right, correct me if I'm wrong, you hate the Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie, but defend Joker from the Suicide Squad?
Oh, Eric. Okay.
I have a shot here I'm scared to take.
I'm pouring a shot right now for this.
Okay, so, Eric. I am defending Jared Leto's performance. I'm not defending the Suicide Squad film. I think the Suicide Squad film is terrible, but I feel like Jared Leto was not given a chance to actually show what he was capable of doing in the cut that we have seen for the Suicide Squad. For Joaquin Phoenix, I love his performance in the Joker film, but I hate that movie. I think it's misogynistic. I think it is super negative. I think that movie is it doesn't know how to. It's trying to talk about topics on mental health, and it doesn't know how to do that. It's not smart enough to do that, and that's why I hate that film.
Dan, what do you think?
So I had a question. So, is the new Suicide Squad movie? Is the new Suicide Squad movie? Is that a sequel to the 2016 one? Or,
yes, Dan. Dan? How many drinks have you had?
No. But it doesn't. It's what I'm saying.
What was that?
What was that?
That was
That's
Dan
definitely
getting out
the
of that was Dan's mind. Oh my God. I love you, Dan.
Wait, no, I want to hear Dan's thoughts.
No, I do too. I'm waiting.
Oh, so I thought it did good for mental health. I don't know though. I thought Joaquin Phoenix did a good job. But yeah, no, I like Jared Leto's Joker. What else do you guys want me to say?
I want you to say that you don't like Jared Leto's Joker.
My wife says no more drinks for John.
There you go.
No more
On
drinks.
that note, Francis, pour up another for John, please.
Thank you, Jace. Thank you. Eric says, just like every line in The Dark Knight is so quotable. Don't know what that's referring to.
Why so serious?
Why so serious?
Nice.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Productions. Guys, it's Pierce Productions.
Yes, Pierce. Or Trey.
What's up, bro? I hope all is well. Had to stop watching Airbender when I tried rewatching it a couple of days ago. I still haven't seen it because I know it's so bad.
We're talking about the M. Night movie and not the actual show.
Yeah, yeah, because the actual show is called Avatar, and the M. Night movie is just Last Airbender.
Yeah, okay. Just make sure.
Yeah. No, Pierce, I so agree with you, man. It was if anybody actually likes the animated series, you would be disgusted by the movie, unfortunately.
So I have another hot take on this, and it is not mine. It's Interpreting the Stars. We've been talking about this, and he likes the Last Airbender movie. And he said that it doesn't matter. The source material doesn't matter. Remakes can basically, they can exist. The creators can have their own, take an idea and have their own content and do something with it. And that's what he did with The Last Airbender. And for me, I get what he's saying. And I think creative license is a thing that we need to, okay, like take it, do your thing. But at the same time, The Last Airbender, Avatar, the show, is such an incredible piece of storytelling that I feel like it's not just M. Night making a bad movie, it's him disrespecting the source material.
Shawn, I'm wondering, on his point, if I would like The Last Airbender, at least a little, because I haven't seen, really, Avatar, The Last Airbender.
He also has not seen he hasn't seen the show. So that's a good point, Dan.
Oh my God! Well, no wonder he likes it. You can't accurately say It's not respecting the source material if you haven't seen the source material.
I know. It's yeah. But basically, what he's saying is, they shouldn't have to. They should be able to have their own creative license to do whatever they want with it. And I see what he's saying, and I respect it. But at the same time, with this property itself, I look at it as disrespect to the source material.
And that I agree with Shawn, and I know I'm obviously over. For what it's worth, anyone that's watching, be prepared. That's just who I, right? That's how I am as a person. That's just I'm not trying to over exaggerate anything for the sake of this. It's just truly like me. That's how I am. So anyway, with that being said, Shawn, I do realistically, I do actually see where you're coming from there, and for I'm sorry, Interpreting the Stars, right? If I'm not mistaken. Okay. I do see where they're coming from.
Channel. Everyone should check him out. He is a phenomenal guy.
So for what it's worth, I did want to say I do respect their opinion as well when it comes to this, because at the end of the day, that's actually what I like so much, and I'm sure what we all like so much about all this stuff is that it's so opinion-based. That's what creates cool discussions. Here's the one thing I did want to say, and this was the reason I was like rolling my eyes so heavy and being so exaggerative and everything. It's because I feel like, unfortunately, far too often people don't pay any mind or truly respect the source material of what it is that they're basing their story or characters or foundation off of. And I'm with you. I do like the idea of people taking such a different spin on it. I mean, hell, I'm a huge fan of the multiverse of not just Marvel, but DC. And that's different interpretations of the main characters you know and love. Here's the difference, though. Whenever they do that, they are highly respecting what it is that they're basing it off of. And that's the part that I have an issue with. If you're going to make a story based off of a heavily known property, then pay respect to that property that you are doing it. If you want to make something so entirely different, believe me, I'm cool with that too. But then make something entirely different. Don't try to go off of the well-known name of something else. So I guess that's the only part where it's like I can't help but be like a little annoyed, because it's like, that's fine if you want to do your own thing, but then don't ride off the coattail of something that's already well established.
I agree. Definitely. Yeah. I think you said it.
He says, on that note, the Disaster Artist was great in my opinion. What did you guys think of it? We talked about it a little bit in the beginning, but thumbs up. Thumbs up from all of us, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Even then. Dan, what are we talking about?
Disaster Artist.
Okay, nice. I think the most underrated scene
I'll be right back.
in life is the underwear.
I think the most underrated scene in life, the room, is the
That's life. Anthony, what is this about, bro?
I think the most.
I'm working on it. The most underrated scene in life, the room. I think the most underrated. I don't know. That's life. I'm not sure.
Oh, no more drinks for me. No more drinks for me, guys.
No, Francis.
No more drinks for you, Dan. What you talking about, man? Eric says, anything Ari Aster traumatizes me. Oh my God. Midsommar was the worst.
Yeah.
Midsommar was the worst.
That was a lot.
Anthony, you've seen Midsommar?
Not yet, no. So it's okay. I'm okay with being spoiled, but no, not yet. I do want to see it. I do want to see it.
It's not necessarily spoiler heavy. It's just very traumatizing. It's very traumatizing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anthony, as a fan of horror, and I'm gonna watch Nightmare on Elm Street because of you. So you need to watch Ari Aster.
Yeah, and you've checked out Twilight Zone, so yeah, I owe you. Yes.
You do. You owe him. You owe me. Pierce Production says, the girl at the beginning of Jaws being killed while swimming traumatized me, especially since I live in Florida and grew up going out in the ocean a lot because my family likes to sail. Pierce Production, I live in Florida too, man. I'm in Orlando, so we should link up sometime.
Dan is pissed.
Dan wants to meet me so bad. Rap City Reviews. Hey, just got off work, wanted to stop in live. Hey, thanks, bro. Eddie Roberts, happy you're here, bro. Eddie Roberts. Francis, we're trying to get him drunk. What are you talking about, bro? Come on, I have to host the show. Don't watch Hereditary, Jace. It's fact.
No.
Fact.
Oh, I came in perfect time and I'm in a comment.
Jace, watch Hereditary.
I'm going to watch Hereditary right now, Eric.
Okay, Eric doesn't like horror movies, though.
Wait, this is Dan. Sorry, you guys. You must me right now. I know you like Ari Aster. We do. We like Ari Aster, but that's okay, bro. Rhapsody Review says mine was the Texas Chainsaw remake when the sheriff was making the guy put the gun in his mouth. Huh?
That's good. For traumatizing moments, that was a good moment. Yeah.
And 100%. Can I say, when it comes to traumatizing moments regarding the Texas Chainsaw, the Texas Chainsaw, I'm sorry, I mixed it up. Clearly, I've had a couple shots, ladies and gentlemen. The Texas Chainsaw franchise, there was one moment that like sticks out with me so much, and I guess it's like a 1-2 combo. Do you guys remember by chance? I think it was just the remake. So Jonathan, I think you just watched this the other day. When like he picks up this guy and he puts them on a hook, and like so they could sit up like hanging up. But so there's that part that's bad enough, and then he puts like this salt pack on. He chopped the guy's legs off, and then he puts this like big salt pack underneath his leg, and then just ties it off like underneath the wound. That was such a I was like, oh my god, what is happening right now in this movie?
For me, still the original Texas Chainsaw, like Anthony said, is a lot more traumatizing. I can see that, Anthony, because I was even scared watching it on Tuesday when I saw it for the first time. It's good and it's traumatizing. So I'm with Anthony more that one's more traumatizing than the remake.
John, where did you watch the original one?
I have it in a steelbook.
Let me get your steelbook logins, bro.
Rhapsody Reviews.
Hashtag inside joke.
Rhapsody Reviews says Shia LaBeouf.
Underrated.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dan is like super drunk. Dan, can you confirm or deny?
Dan, what are you drinking again?
Dan's toasted.
Wait, hold on. Wait, for real. You just said, Dan, what'd you say? What are you drinking again?
Dr. Pepper with vodka. Strawberry lemonade vodka.
Ooh.
Oh, Dan.
Rhapsody says you're toasted. I agree. Eric says Justin Theroux.
There, didn't you, Joel?
Justin Theroux for underrated actor. I haven't seen him too much in stuff, Eric.
And he was just in that Hulu movie, False Positive, and he was so underused. And I feel like that's him in every movie. He's just always underused. But he's in The Leftovers, and I know that Eric Thorpe wants us to watch that show.
I know. I don't know how to pronounce that. I think would be my favorite pick for underrated actress, but she was one of my favorite characters in Bond and X-Men, but then didn't get many bug roles after those, and she was so in those series. What does that mean?
I didn't pay attention to anything you just said after like the burp when
she's
you did
great. Eric, she's great. I like her too, my man.
She's in Don't Tell
Lies. Don't Tell Lies.
How to Get Away with Murder.
No, she's not. Liar.
Famke Janssen is not in How to Get Away with Murder.
Funky? Her name is Funky?
Famke Janssen.
Play that funky music.
Okay, we're respectable critics here, people.
Since we're talking Game of Thrones, both Kit Harington and Emilia Clarke are underrated actors as well. I don't think so. I think they're great actors.
I think Kit Harington maybe fits in that category. Emilia Clarke, I feel like gets some recognition, but maybe not as much as she deserves. But yeah, I could kind of agree with that.
All right, D Movie Man what's the most challenging part of being a content creator? Can I just give this to Shawn, since Shawn is the one that really like works his butt off here? I mean, I think it's safe to say that like Shawn has got 2,000 subscribers. Shawn's always posting every day. You talk about a hard hitting YouTuber here. Cheers to you, my friend. Answer this question.
Thank you. I appreciate that. The most challenging part of being a content creator is trying to stay on top of everything. I feel like every week I'm constantly like trying to be like on top of like, okay, so what's coming out this week? What do I need to cover to make sure that it's on time? So that's one thing that's really difficult. And then also the haters. It's really hard to have people come on your channel and judge you and say horrible things about you, and they don't know who you are or what you actually believe in. So that is probably the most difficult thing for me, to just take a comment and be like, okay, that person's just a very mean person. I'm gonna, not take that so seriously. So I think that's probably the most challenging part for me, is the trolls.
Good question. I'd like to give it now to Anthony, because aside from Shawn within the Cinema Squad, Anthony has got quite a following. He's the second, like out of Shawn, besides Shawn, Anthony, you got a lot of subs, bro. A lot of people like your content, including us, man. You're an awesome content creator. So I'd like to hear what's the most challenging part for you too.
It's a good question. I think just trying to keep up pace, and ideally I'd like to get out 2 or 3 videos a week, and it's just not happening. But like just trying to always give somebody something, always trying to give people something new and something fresh. But at the same time, there seem to be people digging the Twilight Zone reviews, so I want to keep up with those. But I have to do some different things. I have to break it up. So that's why and I do find myself second guessing myself every now and then. Should I do this? Should I not do this? Do people want to see a review of RoboCop now? But it's fun. I'm happy doing it. I plan to stick with it, and but it is challenging. Yeah,
I got that. If I can answer real quick, guys, I think for me, to reiterate Shawn, would be catching up with videos, catching up with other people's videos. I mean, catching up with other notifications. For me, that's the most challenging part for me as a content creator, because I could make videos all day if I really wanted to, but I have to also remember that if you scratch my back, I have to scratch your back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can make videos all day. I can make 3 videos a day if I really wanted to. But then I also have to take time to sit down and watch your video, watch other people's videos, comment on their videos, comment on their comments on my videos. So I think that for me, that's the most challenging part, because if you even get behind by an hour, you're already like 10 videos behind.
Yep.
It's hard. Dan, what do you think?
Yeah, I got to second what John said. The commenting, the catching up on comments, the notification, catching up on videos. That's my hardest part. And honestly, for me, sometimes making the videos in the first place is some of the hardest, things. I love doing the social media. I love doing like the advertising of it and promoting of it. But yeah, just the comments and catching up on everyone else's stuff, because I want to support everyone. Because everyone is just such a great content creator, most people, and I just want to catch up on them.
Jace.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue is like managing the time to do it when you do have a full-time job on top of this. And I think all of us could safely say that we'd much rather obviously be in a situation where this is our full-time job, and that you could just go ahead and focus on this. And at that point, I would have a much different answer for this. But that's probably like my number one thing, is the fact that like, I give so much respect and admiration. I say it time and time again. I literally just threw it in our like group chat earlier, if anyone was able to see it, like, and I mean it until I'm blue in the face. Shawn over at Lost in the Reel, everybody is doing a mistake if they don't go like subscribe to him and try to keep up with like what he's doing. You know, as far as I know, he's trying to keep up with what's going on. I look at the opposite almost as like I'm trying to keep up with him. And that's just one perspective, right? Obviously, it's to say that about anybody. But what I'm trying to say is like I feel like that's probably one of the most difficult parts is finding the balance between an actual full-time regular day job that you know like you may enjoy, as I do actually enjoy my day job, but want to do this more, and then really find the time to actually make the stuff, and which sounds silly, but like anybody who makes content could speak volumes to the fact that this is not as simple as, hey, record your review and put it out. You record it, you edit it, you put stuff to it, and that takes time and more time than people are usually considerate of. And I think that's usually one of the most difficult parts is just the balancing the time that goes into it with the time that you have, as well as what you want to do, and just being realistic, right? You know, I think that there's times where you want to do so much, and it's kind of containing it down to what can you really do, and making sure that you do not sacrifice the quantity for the quality, which is actually, again, we're not to sound silly, but I throw it right back at you, Shawn. I mean, I can't. It's not just because you're a fellow Cinema Squad member, man. It's because you do a great job of like you keep up with the quantity and you never sacrifice the quality. Never.
Yeah.
You every single thing is just as good as the last. You talk about everything in just as much detail as the last, and that's the part where I strive to achieve towards. And that I admire the heck out of you for, and everybody else that does their thing. And can we just give another big award to D Movie Man for the absolute best questions of this entire stream?
Yeah,
I appreciate that, bro. Honestly, because a lot of people want to be talking about superheroes and stuff like that, and I like how D Movie Man's asking the real questions. Honestly, thank you for that, D Movie Man.
That's one last thing, without dragging it out, that's one last thing that, like, Shawn had mentioned this, and I respect the heck out of it. He had mentioned that, you know, he thought if there was a way to stand out maybe and get more people to get attention and everything that don't review the things that everyone's reviewing, and I respect that so much, and I do actually think that's such a good point, and it's so bad because, like, it just so happens that that's what I'm into, right? You know, you were saying about the superhero stuff, and it's like, that's what I want to review, so all I can hope is this. Everybody, go check out my channel, first of all. Go check out Man of Movies channel because he has some great live streams on some superhero stuff that maybe, just maybe, everybody in the world is talking about it. But guess what? I think we have some even better stuff to mention on it. And with that, I'm taking a shot. Go on to the next comment there, John.
I want to jump on. I want to piggyback real quick. I think with that, Jace, there is always something that no one is talking about that you are still passionate about. And I want to say this because it's really important. So Jordan at Movie Worm, he said he had there's this one show, it was like some cop procedural on the BBC. No one was covering it, and he decided to cover it. He was still passionate about it, but no one else was doing it. So you can do Loki, you can do the big blockbusters, you can do all of that stuff, but you also need to find something else that you're passionate about that not everyone else is touching upon. And I know each and every one of you have something that you're passionate about too that not everyone is doing, like Loki.
Dan, we got to touch on High School Musical, the series.
I'm like 5 episodes behind now.
Can I just say, Shawn, like you really deserve all the mention, all the spotlight here. But I honestly want to give a little bit to Anthony, bro. Anthony,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I've been watching you, bro, since before you were even in the Cinema Squad, and before I even knew how you looked like. And I loved your content, which is why I always knew I wanted you in the Cinema Squad. Don't like we talk about Shawn, and Shawn so deserving. But in the same breath, can I also say like Anthony, bro?
Thank you. I'm terrible at taking compliments, so I'm just gonna say thank you and shut up. That's it.
Wait, okay, on Anthony's behalf, can I please say that like not in regards to him specifically. First of all, yes, Anthony's so good at what he does, it's not even funny. Like, it's not to be underrated. I am not even the greatest fan of Twilight Zone, and I feel like I've never wanted to watch Twilight Zone more in my life because of him. And that's not just to kiss ass, right? No, I'm serious. Like,
I don't mind.
Everybody could think on their life that this is just nothing more than to kiss ass, but it's because of the fact that like these people are genuinely good at it. Look, when it comes down to it, there's a reason we're in a group together, and it's because we actually feel like we're really, really good at what we do. And Anthony, there's no denying, man, that like you are ridiculously phenomenal. And I also want to like never look past this. I've said it in the chat. I'd love it to be thrown out in the public, and I'll probably even say this again if I get an opportunity to. If it wasn't for Anthony, I would not know anybody else on this live stream right now. He was the first person that recognized my channel, commented on my stuff regularly. He was the first person that commented on my stuff that I actually didn't know in person, which led me then to everybody else. And so for what it's worth, if there's anybody who likes us as a group, as a Cinema Squad, you can thank Anthony for the fact that I'm even here, because I wouldn't know anybody else if it wasn't for him. I wouldn't have been noticed probably if it wasn't for him. So if that alone is a reason to go check him out, go check him out. But also because of the fact that he's actually ridiculously good at what he does. So seriously, man, I love you, Anthony. That wasn't just a ridiculous.
Thank you so much. The feeling is mutual. Thank you so much. Totally appreciate it. My God. Wow.
Yeah.
That was not just the thing. Like that's.
I didn't know about Jace until you, Anthony.
Okay. All right. Cool. I'm happy to bring everybody together. That's like awesome. I love it. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Thank you so much, Jace. That's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's true, but it's not to be overlooked, right? It's not to also, like, I'm not trying to be over exaggerating and blow it out of proportion, but seriously, man, it's also not to be overlooked. This wouldn't be this stream probably wouldn't be happening right now had it not been for you commenting on my videos the time that you started to and everything. So thank you, man.
It's no problem. And I really do think everybody should look at each other's videos, comment, talk, interact. We're here. Like, let's help each other out and like comment, like get to know each other, become friendly. There's like nothing wrong with that. It confuses me why some people aren't too into that, but at the same time, everybody's different. Everybody has different circumstances, so it is what it is. But I would suggest being friendly, talking to. Yes. You never know. You can meet awesome people. I've met great people through this, so I have zero complaints. And yeah, thank you so much, Jace.
Absolutely, and I want to say, just whether anybody else does or not, cheers to you, Anthony, because you absolutely deserve it, my man.
I'm gonna take one with you because that was amazing, Jace.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you.
God, I hate that. That was guys. We don't have any
we could all just talk about how D Movie Man just got us like on such a deep level right now.
He's awesome.
Yo, if there is an MVP of this stream, it's D Movie Man.
Yes, 100%. That's what I was thinking. We should have D on this show sometime.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
Yeah, I agree.
If you are down, D Movie Man, we are down.
We don't have too many comments. If I can, guys, I want to just breeze through them real quick. Eric says, "I just found Mitch's and Machines very grating. Visually stunning, though." I think Shawn needs to go to the bathroom. That's what it is.
Okay.
I can't with the Mitchells, Eric.
So good.
What is he talking about?
He asked for we asked for hot takes. That's why.
Okay. Fair enough.
Like I said, I don't drink, but oh my God, I want to for one night with Dan. I do too, bro.
Yeah. Dan sloshed over there.
You guys would love it.
It's a fair point about Joker, though. I disagree, but see where you're coming from. I just couldn't resist twisting your words when you defended Jared. Oh, he was just messing with you, man.
Always. And everything is subjective. We are all here to talk, our opinions, but
you guys ready for another D Movie Man question?
Yes.
He says, do you feel film critics are grouped into a monolith? It seems many of them get a lot of negativity for their critiques that contrast with public opinion.
Ooh, okay. That is such a, still, my goodness, good point. Good thing to bring up in general. But this is actually the first thing that, I do feel like the the most well-known critics, like the biggest of the biggest critics, kind of get grouped into this area where they're. Oh, did we lose somebody?
Yeah, it was Anthony, but he'll probably be back.
Okay, for sure. We'll get Anthony back. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of critics, and maybe like the biggest of the big critics can get categorized into this area of, you know, they're just willing to say the thing that makes everybody happy, right? They're willing to say this is the best movie of the summer, this is the best movie of this era, blah 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 blah. But when it comes to like film critics like ourselves or anybody else on YouTube for that matter, if you are really speaking your true opinion, then thankfully I don't feel like it fits in that same category. That's actually the reason why I'm not going to say anybody else. I want to say it's a part of the reason why any of us started a channel in the first place, because we know that that's not the case. That's you realize that like you can actually speak what you want to speak and realize you're not being like lumped into a large sum of other people. That's just like, yeah, this is what the masses think. No, this is what I think, and maybe other people agree. But you know, I'm kind of speaking my own thing, doing my own thing, and I think that kind of goes volumes. I think that's one of the beauties of YouTube. But that's still such a really good point, though, because, well, I know there's a lot of times that's the case. Some people think that you're just trying to say whatever pleases people. But I think, at least for all of us here, I don't think any of us at any point have ever said anything that's just trying to please people. We've all done a really good job of like just strictly speaking our minds and opinions directly and honestly of whatever it is that we're reviewing.
To not sound redundant, Jace, I don't want to just repeat everything you said in different words, because I agree.
Yeah, I gotta agree too. Yeah, 100%. I think.
I see Anthony, but I think he's frozen. I don't know what's happening there. Eric says, okay, I swear I'm not drinking, even though my comments sound like I am sometimes. I'm just not careful enough proofreading them. You're cool, bro.
Proofread that.
Yeah, still proof. Pierce Productions. I'm near West Palm Beach. I'll get the first round of drinks. Yo, Pierce rounds. I'm not kidding, man. I would not mind driving out and just chilling and having a good day. Just talking about movies with you, man. That's so cool. He's not too far. He's not too far from me, honestly.
Wait, yeah. Because my family had a house down at West Palm Beach, so it's only a couple hours away.
Ooh. Yeah, no, man, that's actually okay. When it comes down to it, that's another since that comment came up, Pierce, great comment. That's one of the things that I like about this as well, and it's actually one of the things that made me so excited to start a channel in general, was to start to gain conversation and other friendships, if you will, with other people that are into the same stuff. You know, there's one thing that like I'll go ahead and shout out my mom real quick, because like she brought up a good point ever since I was like younger into this stuff. She always mentioned, find a group of people that are also into what you're into as much as what you're into, and I don't care what anybody has to say. That is one of the most like true things I've ever heard in my life. And it's actually, here's the thing, it's speaking volumes to how true it is, because here I am in the Cinema Squad, thank goodness. So, you know, with that being said, it's actually what I really like about this. I know it's going off on maybe a tangent about it, but it's just say that it's nice to build up like conversations with people that are into the same things that you are. You know what I mean? Yeah. Part of that is like why you do this, why you make a video on the things that you make a video on, is because you want to hear other people's opinions. When we say, hey, drop your thoughts in the comments, and you know, all that type of stuff, that's a genuine thing. That is not just to like be the typical YouTube format. It's because I want to know what you think, because believe it or not, I actually want to respond to that. I'm interested in your thoughts, as well as how I was interested in displaying my own thoughts. That's literally the beauty of this, what we're doing right now. How the way that we are responding to comments. You know what I mean? Like, that's what's so nice about this, is not just making it a little inclusive thing with our group, but literally expanding this about to everybody out, expanding out to everybody else, I'm sorry, that wants to go ahead and be inclusive in this conversation real quick and also have something to throw in. I love that comment because I know that was just a simple comment, but it actually speaks more to than what it says. That's me looking into it more also, but I blame the shots of Knob Creek.
I love you.
I love your sentiment, though. I completely agree. I think that we should all, yes, Anthony. Why are you shaking your head, Anthony?
No, it's just internet issues. There's nothing too interesting, just internet issues. But glad to be back. What did I miss?
Eric is saying now that's life. Underwear scene in the room, though. It's my favorite scene. Look it up on YouTube if you don't remember. The entire sequence is gold. I don't remember it.
I don't.
Woo, bro!
Anthony, all you missed was me giving an extremely heartfelt speech on a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll go back and watch later for sure.
My wife refused.
No, seriously, see, that came off as insincere, but it was not.
No, it wasn't. No, Anthony, you're always sincere, even when you're sarcastic.
Who's in How to Get Away with Murder? Famke
Janssen.
Thank you. Oh, here's Francis. Shawn is the best. Don't listen to the haters, Shawn.
Oh, yes.
Don't listen to the haters, bro.
Your wife is a fan. That's all that matters.
Well, and also I'll say this, Shawn, and this goes for anybody else that has haters. If you have haters, that means you also have enough people looking at you to be willing to even hate on you. And what I mean is, like, that means something to actually have that many people looking at you in the first place. So, first of all, forget the haters. Second of all, they're doing nothing more than bringing you more attention. And I'm sorry that they're even there in the first place. I really am, because I know that that negativity is hard to deal with. But, like, it's never actually meant of anything, right? Like, the people that leave positive stuff is way more meaningful and heartfelt than anybody who leaves the negative stuff. And it's also not any, like, no one deserves it. No one just ever deserves it. It's not necessary.
I thank you, Jace. I completely agree. Anthony, do you ever get trolls on your channel?
Is Anthony even alive?
I thought I was tripping out for a second.
I'm removing until he fixes it. I thought he was there the whole time. Francis does think we're all amazing, though. So
thank you, Francis. Thank you.
We love you.
Eric agrees with Francis.
Oh, Eric.
Guys, I might be twisted, bro. Yeah, I agree. Just since having, I agree. Since having this job the last few months, I only got the one video out, and that only happened since you guys specifically encouraged that I even got that one out.
Yes,
Eric, we love not only all involvement and all content from all the creators in our film community, but we so appreciate you, Eric. You are an awesome person, and we want you to create more. We want to see short reviews.
And that's one of the beauties about this too, is like everybody inspiring each other to do more. So, Eric, thank you for saying that. We are all obviously appreciative that you feel that way, and it's the same with any of us. Like, everybody on this stream with me inspires me to want to do more. I hope that other people watching feel the same, and I hope it's a perpetual thing that leads to just everybody creating more content, because obviously it's more to watch, but it's everybody doing what they love to do. And my goodness, we're in a day and age where that's okay and it's accepted, and you can do that, and it's good. So, like, everybody do what they want to do, especially if you're good at it.
Anthony, I was gonna I asked you
I don't think he's
before. Is he frozen again?
Anthony, can you hear us?
Damn
Anthony, can you hear me?
Go be back.
Don't worry, he'll be back.
Excited to get back into more vids though soon. Just got one more day of my job, then I'll be back.
Yes.
Break. I still owe Jace a collab if you're still down for it, Jace. Absolutely. Hey, Jace is with the Cinema Squad, but as long as he makes it 3 weeks in advance, it's fine.
Also, Eric Thorpe needs to be on this show because Eric is the one that's bringing all of the interesting conversation, as well as D Movie Man, of course.
Yeah,
but yeah, we should have Eric Thorpe on here as well.
Yeah,
100%. And yeah, for what it's worth, I'll throw this out. And Eric, I would mention this to you in a direct chat too, as well, man. Like, so anybody that hasn't seen that might be interested, please go check out. If you've seen Army of the Dead, there's on my channel. There's a collaboration with Eric and myself that actually got me into the Cinema Squad. So anyway, but like, it's just a great discussion that is about the movie. But there is a lead off saying that we would do a discussion on Eric's channel as well. And Eric, yes, brother, yes, I don't care if it's about whatever you originally thought it was going to be about. I won't say it just in case. Or if you want to switch it to a different topic, either way is fine, man. Like, I'm fine. John, did you just throw something at your screen?
He did. Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Anyway, Eric. Please know that, like, yes, obviously, I'm still down for the collab between us, man. And everybody, if that does happen, please, by all means, go check it out and go check out Eric's channel. He's a really cool guy, and he has a lot of like. If you just like listening to like a buddy chilling, talking with you about something, then go check out Eric's channel because that's exactly what I feel like that is.
John,
can I just say this? I'll take Shawn on real quick. Jeez. We talk about Shawn, we talk about and I think Dan would agree with me. Jace, you need the subscribers, bro. Not only because you don't have as many subscribers, but only because you deserve as many subscribers as we all have. Dan, you agree with me, don't you?
yes, I agree. Jace is so awesome.
Dude, Jace has some of the best content I have seen on YouTube. I remember when I first met Jace, it was through one of Shawn's premieres, and he was commenting because I guess Jace tagged him in a video or something. And since that day, I decided to subscribe to Jace, and I was shocked. I was shocked at how good this guy was because I was expecting at least a mediocre type of YouTuber, but then to see the type of content that he was putting out, I was like, no freaking way! Like, how does this guy only have the amount of subscribers that he has? This guy deserves to have more than me, more than like. I don't understand it. If you guys don't know Jace, subscribe to Jace. I have it in the description below. So check him out. Jace, you are an awesome subscriber, bro. An awesome content creator, I should say, bro. Honestly, you are.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to get choked up over here. Thank you. I'm sorry, I won't cut Shawn off. Did you want to say something?
Jay, I can't hear you, Shawn. I can't. Oh, that's on me. Hold on. Can't unmute your guest. Their mic isn't connected. Your mic isn't connected, Shawn.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Jace, I will never forget the first time that you commented on one of my things. I was like, okay, cool. Like, hey, dude. And then I went to your channel and I looked at it and I was like, this guy is a star. And this guy knows exactly what he's trying to do, and he's brilliant at it. So I don't know. That's all I have to say. But I'm so happy that you're a part of this, and you can be a part of this, and yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I think this, like, Jace is like a perfect example of, like, subscribers do not mean that you are like a great content creator. I remember before I became a YouTuber, I would click on the video with the most views because I thought maybe that's why people were clicking on it, because it was the best. It was the best video. And then I met Jace, who only has like 60-something subscribers and who deserves so much more than even me, because my God, does he have like amazing content, man, and an amazing content creator in general.
Yeah,
we all have amazing content.
Oh, no, of course, bro. Like, if this was like a video about like just spotlighting everyone, of course. of course. But just to touch on Jace.
Yes, definitely. You deserve just as many subscribers as,
Yes,
that's all I have to say.
I'm even getting choked up.
Thank you, Dan, because like I'm a mess over here. So okay, can I just say real quick like how much it means? Like I don't care that you guys are already in the squad with me, so to speak, even though I would say I'm in the squad with you. That still means the world to hear. Thank you so much to anybody who even bothers to look at my channel, just like anybody who bothers to look at literally anybody else that's a part of this, right? Because everybody deserves it, just like we've all said. So thank you so much, because like when it comes down to it, I truly respect and admire anybody that takes the time to do this. I really do. I think that anybody that puts the time and effort and energy into actually making something to put up on a channel deserves some slight form of recognition. But with that being said, I truly feel I've always felt really good about what it is that I do. So for it to be recognized by so many other people that are so much more established than I am means a lot more than I even know how to express.
Yes.
To be a part of this group is a huge deal to me. I know, like, I don't know, for anybody watching probably thinks that this is just like, I don't even know what you think, honestly. You know, you think whatever you want, but it means such a huge amount that I'm even here having a discussion with you guys, not in the comments, which thank you for everybody in the comments, but like to actually be here on video chatting with you all, to know that I'm a part of the squad. I don't mean to make this all of a sudden a direction turn all about this, but like it is nice to actually have a chance to be able to say, because I really am happy to be able to say, I'm so absurdly appreciative of all of your recognition of what I do, because I'm happy with what I do. But that doesn't mean anything until other people think something of it. So the fact that you all, who are so well established, who, by God, if anybody listening hasn't checked out anybody of their other channels, like if you haven't checked out The Upside Down, Man of Movies, Lost in the Real, GeekyHiJynx, Fever Dreamland Theater, what the hell are you doing with your life? You know, but like seriously, my point is like, if you, it's just to say that just again, I don't mean to be over redundant, I really don't. But just thank you for even acknowledging me. Thank you for appreciating what I do. Thank you for letting me be a part of this. I am confident in what I make, but that doesn't mean anything until other people actually think that as well. So it's just to say that, right, for anyone listening, also thank you as well for listening to this whole entirety of the thing, because you know, I feel like even though without trying to sound too cocky, I do feel I deserve to be here. So at the end of the day, every single one of us deserves to be looked at, because we're all in certain ways the best at what we do, and so is everybody else that makes content to a certain degree. But the Cinema Squad is something special, and I appreciate everybody who's watching right now, because obviously if you're still watching 2.5 hours into the stream, that means that you appreciate that. And so seriously, thank you for letting me rant. I am sorry, but I am also grateful. So thank you for letting me rant real quick. It means a lot, because it's nice to be able to express this on a public level as much as it is. I really appreciate each and every one of you more than you could ever think that I do. I really do.
How about that rock that I have for you?
Inside
I still am happy that you have a rock with my name on it at your place. That's what makes me happy. Excuse me while I go cry in a corner for a quick moment.
Great summary here by Francis saying, I love the support they have for each other. I mean,
true.
We didn't even touch on Dan, man. Dan, you are like the funniest out of the entire group, bro. Oh, how funny is Dan? Come on now. Dan is the freaking fun. Can I just say, Dan, I never told you this, but your editing is like the best out of everybody because you're like the best example of how editing can create comedy. And your editing is like the best example of comedy. Oh, I love the way you edit your videos, bro. It makes me laugh every time.
Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, 100%. I mean, me and Dan met each other on Shawn Chandler's whatever he did, and that was a waste of money. But I'm happy I spent $100 so I could meet Dan. That's all.
Me too.
I'm happy I saw some true crime documentary because then I met Shawn and then I met Dan and then I met everybody else from that.
Yeah.
Not too many comments, guys, but I just want to breeze through it before I
go through it.
Wait, John, we're still doing the GeekyHiJynx thing, right?
No, bro, like I'm so ready to show you guys that, but I also have to pee after all these comments. Movie man, wow, I'm definitely down, honestly humbled, grateful, and ready to participate whenever possible.
100% D needs to be on this show.
Yeah, and I hope you don't take that lightly, bro. Like right now, we don't have GeekyHiJynx. By the way, GeekyHiJynx, another great content creator, not only in the YouTube atmosphere, but in the cinema squad, that he wasn't able to participate here because of the time and all that stuff. But the movie man, definitely on another time, please hit us up. If we forget, honestly, because we're human beings, we might forget, hit us up and we will put you in.
I won't.
Like on a live stream or something. Absolutely. Arthur, I 100% echo your sentiment, Jace. Even though I've slowed down a lot with Fizz, just by doing the few I've done, I've gotten to know all of you guys who I feel like I've known way longer than I have. True. And I honestly agree with all that stuff, Eric. You have been such an awesome support to us.
Yes.
Holy shit. Can I agree with that real quick? Even though I literally just jumped back in here, I feel like I've known you guys a lifetime. And I mean that in literally the best of ways. I feel like I've known you all for like years.
Yeah.
And yet it's literally been months. And I feel like, you know what? That speaks to the substantiability of our relationship. The fact that it's actually a legitimate like friendship as opposed to some kind of like fabricated stuff that's just set on a more materialistic level.
I agree. Oh,
I love me some Eric Thorpe. That's all I have to say.
I threw a water bottle. Anthony is at least in the comments. He's saying, so now I am here because I got booted. LOL. It's okay, Anthony. I understand. Guys, this is the question that I'm going to go to the bathroom while you answer. The movie man, going to close out with the last question. Name a really great or memorable theater experience you had watching a film. And I will.
I know Dan's.
Yes, you do. Okay. Like no competition. Endgame. All 6 times I saw it in theaters. Maybe not every 6 time it was perfect, but everyone was cheering and laughing and cheering and screaming and just going all bananas for like everything, especially in the third act. It just was such an amazing theater experience, and it makes me love the movie so much more than I already would have.
Huh. That's a good answer, Dan. I like that. Yeah. What do you think, Shawn?
My theater experience was different. So I want to watch the movie with Dan so I can have that actual experience for Avengers Endgame. But yeah, that wasn't my theater experience. But I respect that. Absolutely. What about you, Jace? So
this is a silly answer, but it's the first one that popped in my head, and I feel like because of that, it's right to give it. So probably the most memorable. It's not because like of the movie itself. It's because of the being at the movie theater and like the experience of going there with a buddy and enjoying that aspect. So what I mean by that is this: there was a very, very good friend of mine that I'll just say is his name is Eddie. and I've known him literally since the 2nd grade. And it was just him and I, actually, that went to see this movie. I think one of our parents was there to supervise us, but it was just him and I that went to see The Phantom Menace. And all I remember is this. Long story short, the layout of the movie theater was there was like a door of the movie theater followed by a mirror. So like literally right next to the movie theater entrance was a mirror where you would see yourself. The problem was this. Across that hall was the opposite layout. So what I mean is the mirror that showed yourself also showed the entrance on the opposite side behind you. So long story short, again, the mirrors looked like they were also entrances. So Phantom Menace was playing. I believe this was our 2nd time seeing it in theaters. I needed to go to the bathroom. My friend was like, you know what? I guess so do I. Went to the bathroom, went to come back. We were both extremely excited to get back into the movie. He ran back into the theater just like you would expect. I went to go follow him. However, as a little kid, for whatever reason, believed that the mirror image of the door or the entrance was the proper entrance. Therefore, I literally ran face first into a mirror, just like fell on my back. Like it was, I'm not kidding, like nose, forehead, everything, boom, into the mirror and fell on my back. And it was great though. It was still a great time. I'm not gonna lie.
That sounds traumatizing, Jace.
Yeah. Wait, I have 2 more.
I want
to Dan.
Wait, Josh, first.
Can I say mine?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't. Have you guys gone?
I haven't gone, but that's fine.
His thing.
Oh,
Shawn, go. Shawn, go.
I love that we all love this question first and foremost. D-Movie Man. But my favorite experience, I will never forget it in my entire life, is seeing The Lord of the Rings. Dan, I know you're going to hate this for a second, but my mom, she literally knew how to write Elvish. She taught herself how to do it. Like, she's a fucking nerd. But she loved The Lord of the Rings. And the first time seeing The Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring in theaters, and her excitement and how she was just like she was the biggest fanboy/girl in the entire world, and it was amazing. I'll never forget that moment.
Oh, nice.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm gonna find his comment again. I lost it, but for me, I maybe Dan is the same, but for guys, when I saw Endgame, I cried like a baby.
Really?
I don't get it.
My entire theater was exploding. I mean, I'm still a little deaf after that experience I had watching Avengers Endgame in the movie theater. And to see the entire movie, not only was I cheering along and clapping and whatnot, but the moment when the whole Avengers Assemble moment happened, Dan, guys.
Dan, come to my rescue.
I cried like a baby. Like if like one of my like dearest family members just died. That's how hard I was crying. And I couldn't like take it. I was crying so hard. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, guys. I couldn't believe what I was seeing on the screen that I thought I was never gonna see. I thought I was never gonna see this. And there it finally was. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It was so I have 2 more. But they're small.
Yeah.
It's not like amazing theater experiences, but these 2 parts. So in Get Out, when the police shows up and you think it's a policeman, but little Ray Howie, right, comes out. Comes out.
Little Rel.
Everyone was cheering so hard when that happened, and that was a really fun part. And then in Don't Breathe, I know it's when people thought. The guy Dylan McDermott, The kid from 13 Reasons Why.
Yeah.
So
what is his name? Dylan
something.
Yeah, it's not Dylan McDermott though.
No, it's not McDermott.
But yes, I know what you're saying. Sorry.
Anyway, the part when you thought he died, but then he gets up, saves the day, or well, he dies. But that part everyone cheered at, so that was cool.
Dan, you just
froze. That's okay. We'll leave it there. Thank you for that, Dan. Amazing.
Oh no.
Eric says Jace's content is next level. Absolutely. And Fever Dreamland says, Jace, you are absolutely the man. Oh, yes.
Do not make me tear up again. I just got over it.
Well, the movie man just subscribed to you, bro, so you better cry. His commentary on this live stream absolutely sold me. Can't wait to support his content.
First of all, I just at least can I quickly say not to like get into a whole thing again, I promise, but just at least to quickly mention thank you, because for what it's worth, I wouldn't be sitting here so confidently expressing my opinions like this if it wasn't for the fact that I actually felt like I had an opinion to be heard along with the fine gentleman around with me. So I really appreciate that. I hope that it's something that you truly enjoy. I know we obviously all cover different content, but if it happens to be the stuff that you like, thank you so much in advance. And obviously, even though I only cover certain stuff, that's what I like so much about this group, is that I get a chance to talk about maybe other things that I don't directly cover. And yes, for what it's worth, without tooting my own horn, I enjoy my own commentary. Gosh, does that sound so pretentious? But like, that's why I like being able to throw it in with all of you, because I feel like you all have great commentary as well. So it's to throw it in with other good commentary.
Yes,
the best. Anthony says, "Hey, I don't want to keep popping in and out, but my God, that was awesome! So much fun. Thank you guys. Thank you all. Cannot wait to do this again.
Love you, Anthony."
Anthony cannot wait. Francis says, "Why am I crying?" This was during like Jace.
Yeah, because Jace is
just.
I'm not sorry, obviously, but I am sorry. Look, because I didn't mean to make it all about that, but again, seriously, thank you for hearing that out in the first place. I apologize.
No apologies, bro. You can mention it, but don't apologize for it, bro. That was amazing. I loved it. And Eric says, "I'm getting choked up. I'm so happy you guys became the Cinema Squad." Eric, you will always be a part of this squad.
Yeah,
always. Another. You guys all deserve to be the Cinema Squad and so much more. Eric says, even though I'm just in the chat, I feel like I bonded with the. I love how you say I feel like I bonded. We all know you have, Eric. Yeah. You really have bonded with all of us. I want to watch a movie in theaters with all you guys one day. That is the goal.
Yes.
That's the goal.
Yes. I've told Dan this, like, whenever you come to California, I'm like, the one thing I want to do is I want like to go to a premiere in LA with you, John. Like I want to make that happen, just because like and all of us too, like to be able to do like a stream or whatever together, like actually in person, would be so awesome.
Yes. And August, Shawn, I'll be there in August.
Yeah.
He says, so many awesome theater experience, hard to pick just one. This sounds, and then this is regarding to you, Jace. This sounds like a trippy experience.
It was. I gotta say, it was. The design of that theater was really crazy. The mirrors, with like, because it was like offset. So like it was a theater entrance, then a mirror, theater entrance, mirror, and on the opposite side, it was the opposite design. So each mirror looked like it was also a theater entrance, and yes, it was definitely like some Doctor Strange shit.
The Dark Knight stands out since it's the first movie I ever saw multiple times in the theater. That's a good experience. Yeah. I know that's something you can always remember.
Absolutely.
Says Jonathan is drunk, y'all. Don't mind him. Look at her.
He's doing good. Come on, Francis.
Francis, your husband is fucking fantastic. Can I just say that?
Avatar might be my favorite theater experience though, because it really was special seeing it in a theater in 3D since it was an experience. That's awesome. That's awesome.
IMAX. I saw Avatar in theaters 9 times.
No, Shawn.
Whoa, Shawn, 9 times?
9 times. Lord of the Rings was 11, the first one, Fellowship of the Ring, but Avatar. But I worked at a movie theater during that time, so I got to go in for free. And the IMAX showings were like totally open, so I went to go see Avatar in IMAX 3D, and it was fucking awesome, and I'll never forget that experience.
I hope.
Are you ridiculously excited about the next one, or next 4, I should say?
No.
I'm so excited. Yes,
Francis.
I am so excited for Avatar. This frustrates me because I feel like you guys are going to say that you're not excited for it and it's going to be a bunch of bullshit and James Cameron. Blah, blah.
No. I am excited for it. Don't get me wrong. I see where people are coming from when they start to rip on the original, so I won't even start to get into it. But I absolutely love Avatar. I really do. I want to go to Disney World and see actually Pandora and the way they have it set up. I'm so stoked about that. I love the movie. I don't see why people hate on it so much, even if it does relate to so many other things. Because, like, don't get me wrong. When I first watched it, I was like, "Yo, this is like a live action Fern Gully," but that doesn't make me dislike it, and it doesn't make me not interested about where the next ones are going to go. So, Shawn, don't worry. I'm right there with you. I'm really excited about the future ones, and I love Avatar. I love the world about, like, that whole world.
I want to know Dan's opinion.
Well, so I want to see it in theaters because I didn't see it in theaters. I just saw it like
you didn't see it in theaters?
No, I just saw it like 5 years ago. I love
Oh shit.
So I'm hoping when the sequel comes out, they'll re-release it in 3D. The first one, re-release the first one in 3D.
Yeah, they will.
So I can see it.
Yeah.
All right, let's get through these last little bit of comments, guys, before I show you that Joe video that I've been watching for you.
Oh my gosh, we haven't gotten to the Joe video.
It's gonna be amazing.
Wait, the Joe video?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So Francis says her favorite theater experience was La La Land. Was the first movie that she saw that opened her eyes to films not just being something you watch for entertainment. And because she's my wife, I can second this. I remember watching La La Land with Francis the opening night. We went to go to the theater really late. It was a really late showing. And I remember Francis not only crying at the very end of La La Land, but ever since watching that experience, I could see the change in her of the way that she saw film. So that's why like that film means so much to me, guys, honestly.
John, you just made me like that movie so much more. So
Yeah, it was a good theater experience for me too.
Yeah.
Not so much the movie. I liked the movie, don't get me wrong. But I was having a bad day at work, so I just went to a movie, had a bunch of popcorn, pizza, and drink. So nice.
Yeah. Nice one, Dan. I like that. That's awesome. Endgame makes me sad sometimes. Still, Tony's death, though, perfect. I think has me somewhat depressed to this day. For over a decade, he was a character that made me happy. It was sad, bro, right? It was just way too sad.
Yeah.
Eric says, what a great night it's been. It's been so great. I hope I remember.
Yeah.
To answer the final question about memorable movie moments when I was a kid, E.T. made me super emotional. Wow.
Anthony.
What a great... I saw a movie...
Showing your age, Anthony. Showing your age.
They replayed that movie last year when COVID in Florida... I don't know what I was going with that, but Florida was opening their movie theaters and they showed E.T.
I was going with that.
As an adult, there was a moment in The Departed, no spoilers, had me totally shocked, and the rest of the theater gasped. The ending.
Yeah, I know.
I know exactly what moment he's talking about. I don't know. Is that the ending?
It has to be.
It's the elevator scene.
The elevator scene.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Eric is part of the squad. Yes, he
100%.
is.
100%.
Eric, you are an honorary mention for sure. Wait, did Eric say he's in the intro? Eric, you're in the intro.
We're gonna end this. We're gonna have to end this soon.
I'm sorry, I'm drunk, but you're in the intro.
Dang, the most time I've seen a movie in theaters was 4 because I'm such a lightweight. For me, it was 3. For me, it's 3.
6 for me.
11.
Oof, nice. Shawn. I'm 100% on board for the Avatar sequels. I am too. And then he says, Jonathan, wonderful job, bro.
Yes.
I wish I could say the same. I don't remember.
Hey, and on that note of not remembering, one more shot right before we end things off. Well, at least on the stream. I'm hoping this continues after the stream, but one more shot for here.
Yes.
Shawn, super quick. What's your favorite superhero movie? By Burja Rocar.
First of all, Jace, go fuck yourself. Second of all, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Of course, that's
great. I love it.
What's your live action favorite superhero movie?
Yeah, live action.
Guardians of the Galaxy, #1.
Okay. I appreciate your honest answer, Shawn. I really do. And whoever the hell that Burja Rocar guy is, he seems like maybe he's just squeezing in one last random question for the heck of it. But you know what? I don't know why. I think maybe you all should just go ahead and look at that guy's stuff for some reason. I don't know why. Just go ahead.
Eric says,
wait a second. Did String Kings get in here? Did Kevin just put a comment in?
Eric,
I'm sorry, I love Kevin.
Eric says,
I love Kevin too.
Eric says, seeing the first Iron Man and the first Avengers movie, I think, were my most memorable Marvel movie experiences. Great experiences for sure for me as well. Kevin!
Woo!
Kevin!
Woo!
I love Kevin. Kevin's the best, isn't he?
I love Kevin.
Dude, Kevin, you are also, if anybody else, dare I say, is to be an honorary mention, it might be Kevin.
Jason.
He's just Kevin, you are the man, and if there's anybody to represent us in the Philippines, then I want it to be you, my bud. So, all right, I know. Hey, blame it on Knob Creek. If you want to go ahead and give any blame to anybody, it's Knob Creek.
There is a man called Dan.
Jace, only John, Shawn, Joe, and I can tell who's the honorable mentions in the Cinema Squad. No, I'm just kidding. But I do agree, Kevin. Yeah.
It's actually, for what it's worth, everyone, I can't disagree with Dan. He's absolutely right. I was inducted into the squad. I have absolutely no grounds to speak on anything. So, John, if you just want to go ahead and exit me out of the chat right now, I understand.
No, Jace, get your booty back here.
Yeah, I'm just
two more comments and we're done, guys. 2 more comments.
Okay.
Kevin says, "Thanks so much, drunk Jace. That means a lot."
I hope that's the most honorable. I mean, not honorable. I hope that's the most memorable shit of this entire stream. Honest to God.
Drunk Jace.
It will be.
And then the last comment is Eric saying, "Jace is adding us all to the Cinema Squad."
Everybody's an honorary mention.
Guys,
I'm like Oprah right now. You're a member. You're a member. You're a member.
Guys. I'm so ready for this. Are you ready for what Joe sent me?
John.
Yes, I'm so ready.
All right. I'm about to play it.
Oh God.
In 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, as you all know, I'm on holiday at the moment, so if it wasn't, I'd be there with you tonight for the Cinema Squad's first ever live stream, but alas, I cannot. But even though I'm on holiday, some things just don't stop. I got myself an evening job as Paper Bag Man, cause crime doesn't sleep. Away!
I'm sorry.
That was fucking amazing. Subscribe to GeekyHiJynx right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously. Just subscribe. Subscribe to GeekyHiJynx.
He's a superhero, guys.
I fucking miss him. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, you know what? This is a great way to say. Anybody who enjoyed their time here with us right now, first of all, thank you so much. We appreciate all of you. And yes, Eric, absolutely. What the fuck is right? But also, that means definitely be on the lookout for anything we do after this, because Joe will probably be a part of it. Yes, what the fucking beat. But anyway, yeah, definitely keep on the lookout for anything Cinema Squad related, because he's going to be there next time. Yeah. So I can almost guarantee it. So yeah. And just, my gosh, what a great group we are.
Yeah, 3 hours. Here we go.
Guys, I think we're not done yet, but just for a YouTube video, I think we might be done.
Wait, Jonathan.
Yes, Dan.
Announce the next collab, like the next topic.
Real quick, Eric says, I always knew Joe was a superhero. That was his I am Iron Man moment telling the world.
It's so true. Baghead.
Guys, please post highlights of this stream. It was amazing. Would love to see the highlights again.
Ooh.
Nice. I agree.
Your wife is
she knows.
John.
Yes, I know. I do. Guys, real quick, if you're still here, we have 8 people in this live stream. We do have the second official episode of the Cinema Squad. The Cinema Squad coming, and it is gonna be we're gonna be talking about our most anticipated Marvel projects, not just MCU, just Marvel in general. That will be coming out in the next week or two. Definitely week or two. In the next week or two, it will be coming out for sure. We're excited to show you guys that we've worked really hard on that one. So make sure to keep a lookout for that. That will be our that won't be a live stream. That will be a pre-recorded one. We'll have pictures and videos and all that type of stuff. Be funny, and so definitely keep a lookout for that. That was it, right, Dan?
Yeah, it's movies, TV shows. It's all future Marvel stuff. We're so
before we go, guys, I want to give it to you to tell my subscribers, what do you have planned out? And I'm going to give it, of course, to Dan.
So I'm the Upside Dan, and I have all 3 Fear Streets who's out, and a collab we did as the Cinema Squad, which was awesome. It's on GeekyHiJynx's channel. And coming up, I just have a lot. I don't know.
I love you, Dan, so much.
Well, because I don't know. But Jason, John, and I might do a Black Widow spoiler review.
What?
Yes, we will.
Well, Shawn, you could be a part of it, but you don't like Marvel. Anyone that wants to be a part of it in the Cinema Squad can be a part of it. Or anyone, I guess. If you're not in the Cinema Squad, ask me. But
no, just the Cinema Squad.
Yeah, just the Cinema Squad. I just didn't want to be unexclusive.
You were very unexclusive, Dan.
Well, we agreed that it would just be John and Jason and I.
Last comment, very last comment is you should make a ranking video of you guys on who was the most drunk during this stream.
That's definitely
Dan. It was Dan or Jace. It was Dan or Jace. Jace cried, so it might have been Jace.
I think it's Jace.
Hey, yeah, isn't that like the definition of being is if you cry?
Yeah, I think so. All right.
Yeah.
So Jace, I'm giving.
I'm willing to admit it. I don't give a shit. I have no shame in saying that. I honestly listen. I don't care. Like I am so more than okay with that. It's not even funny. Thank you so much for anybody who bothered to witness sitting through that. Look, if you're going to sit here and act like you also haven't done it, then you're sorely mistaken, and I don't believe you for the life of me. So thank you again for enjoying all of this. And yeah, it was so great to be able to express my true feelings to my true friends in the way that I really wanted to, and to be able to do it in front of all of you, where you could comment live as it was going on. So literally, thank you so fucking much. I appreciate all of you.
Jeez.
All right, so Francis voted Dan, but the real question is, will Dan take his shirt off?
No.
Please, come on.
This is a family live stream.
Who said
Jace.
so, Dan?
I don't
Jace.
know. We've all said
Jace.
it, but
What's up, John?
I'm giving it to you, bro. What's up?
hasn't he had enough?
Haven't I had enough? That's absolutely right. I've had way too much spotlight this entire stream. I've spoken way too much. Thank you again to anybody who's listened to me rant throughout the entirety of this. Look, I'm just a person that likes to talk a lot. So if you like any of the stuff that I said, check out, as it says at the bottom of the screen, thank you, John, Burja Rocar. It's my Star Wars name. I definitely review a lot of the MCU Disney Plus shows, as well as other movies, for what it's worth. I have a series that is a what could have made it better that I only have a couple of, but it's got to start somewhere. So there's a what could have made Mortal Kombat better. There's a what could have made WandaVision better. And I have no problem saying, since I'm as drunk as I am right now, there's about to be a what could have made The Falcon and the Winter Soldier better. I just don't know when to promise a date for it, for what it's worth, but that's the next one coming up. And so anyway, check me out, please. I greatly appreciate it. Put a lot of good insight into reviews, and I think if you enjoy comedic responses to things, then you will enjoy what I have to offer.
Nice, Jace. Nice. And of course, giving it to the man that started it all, the man that came to my DMs and said, hey, man, I'm building a team. And I'm like, oh, really? What's up, Shawn?
I know, John, I'm sorry. I was sliding into your DMs. I apologize. But please go to Lost in the Reel on YouTube. I cover all things movies and television. And I will do some blockbusters, and I will also do some obscure hidden gems as well. I do have a 2,000 subscriber competition that is happening, and Dan is going to help me with that. And there's going to be some winners in the next couple of days. So on Sunday at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, there will be some winners for that competition.
Oh, so excited for that. It's been like a weekend waiting, right?
Yes.
All right, we do have two more people, guys. Subscribe to Joe from GeekyHiJynx. He wasn't on today, but my God, Joe is amazing, isn't he?
He's such an otter.
An otter. He is an otter.
Yeah, wait, for real quick, I just want to take a second to say, okay, if anybody expects normal reviews when they go to GeekyHiJynx, then be pleasantly surprised to be completely have your expectations subverted, because it's not at all what you would think. She is such a pleasant refreshment on what you would think when it comes to reviews. He's such a comedic approach that it's not even funny. Well, I mean, I'm sorry that it is funny, I guess.
Okay,
anyway,
I was going to say, he is funny as fuck.
Yeah, no, you know when you say something like, oh, blah, 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 it's not even funny, I guess that, but anyway, my point is he is really funny, and you're really going to like him. Please check him out. He's got such a good creative mindset, and you'll really appreciate the other characters that he brings to the table.
Absolutely. Joe is awesome.
I want to see the cat that was partying.
Yeah, his Mortal Kombat cat that he still hasn't revealed to the world.
Right, and then plus there's Glebe. If it wasn't for Glebe, we may not be here right now.
It was Glebe. It was Glebe. And you can find that out on my Jigsaw review on my channel. And the last person, of course, is Anthony from Fever Dreamland Theater. And I think I want to give this one to Jace, because I feel like he knows how to talk through Anthony's voice.
Oh, boy.
Yes, do it, Jace.
Okay, wait, what am I saying?
You're doing
like, hey, what does Anthony have on his channel, bro?
Oh, okay, just to shout him out in general.
Yeah,
but
okay, fair enough. All right, so all right, everybody, what's up? It's Anthony at Fever Dreamland Theater, and I just want to say real quick that I know normally you're not used to seeing my face, but honestly, I just want to say if you're a fan of Twilight Zone, definitely check me out because I got a lot of great Twilight Zone reviews. That's not the only thing that I got on my channel. Obviously, I got plenty of other rankings, other type of stuff. So go ahead and check me out. I'm a part of the Cinema Squad, so go ahead and check out any of my squad members because they're the greatest people that I know on the planet of the Earth. And what did I just say on the planet of the Earth? And I just want to say real quick, thank you again for giving me a chance to go ahead and speak throughout Jace because I know that it's really weird to hear me throughout him, but obviously this is exactly what Anthony would say right now. So thank you for hearing me out. Check out Fever Dreamland Theater, subscribe, and if you like Twilight Zone, you know exactly what's up. I don't know exactly. I'm just repeating the same shit at this point. And I'm I love you so much, Anthony. If you know what's up, I gotta just say, Anthony, I love you so much, man. Honestly, I appreciate the fact that you enjoy my interpretations of you and my impressions of you. Honestly, if anybody's listening, I hope you also, kind of compare the two between me right now, what I'm doing, and then what Anthony actually does, and you also enjoy it. And that's it. Thanks.
Eric says, even drunk, you nailed it, Anthony.
That's right.
Oh, gotcha.
Even drunk. Oh, speaking of which, even drunk. Anthony, damn it. I love you so much, brother. This one's for you.
All right. The very last comment before I just take us all off, guys, is Francis wants you to take it off, Dan. Is it going to happen?
Francis wants me to.
Take it off. Take it off.
Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off.
Come on, Dan. Come on, Dan.
What just happened?
I don't know.
Guys, I'm
the biggest disappointment since Ralph Boner. That's what just happened. Dan.
Am I back?
Dan, take it off. Take it off. Take it off.
Hey, next time. Dan. Dan!
He did it.
Yes. Yes.
Guys,
this is what you're going to get on the Cinema Squad live stream. You're going to get nudity. I'm blurry. Yeah.
Guys,
if that doesn't make you subscribe to the Upside Dan, I don't know what will.
Seriously.
Guys, thank you so much for coming on, for real, guys. I will see you guys in the lobby, but I will be taking you off real quick.
Yes, please.
Bye, Dan. Hey, guys, thank you so much again for coming on. It was a really fun time with all of you, all the comments you guys had. I'm sorry if it was a little bit too behind, I guess, but what a fun time with the squad. What a fun time with you guys. But like always, if you haven't liked this video, share this video with family and friends. And maybe, because Dan did make this a little bit too adult at the very end. I do have the description for all the Cinema Squad's channels in my description, I should say. So check them out as well. And like always, guys, subscribe to my channel. Till next time, movie fans.